Hello and welcome to Recap. Thanks, Nora. with Ranj and special guest Dev the Dude. Welcome, Dev.
How we
Phil
doing?
for BC Dave because his parents are in town, so he was unfortunate and couldn't go do this live stream. But man, I can't not do it because such a good card, man. I think this is probably the best card I've seen in definitely over a year, possibly since COVID. That's for real. I was looking back at the other. There's been some good cards, but man, this one is a dinger. This one's great, and I'm gonna try to get a perfect card on this one. This might be the one, man. The best I've ever did. I went 10-1 before on a 11 fight card. This got 12 fights on it. So if I'm 10-1, I'll be ecstatic with that. So you
Oh
all
yeah.
set for this? You got all your picks in. You got your bets placed.
Oh yeah. I'm ready to go. I've been ready.
Awesome.
Haven't switched anything. Got my Corona. Let's get
There we
into it.
go. There we go. I'm drinking Bush Apple because here in upstate New York it is definitely apple season. Apples galore. Everywhere you go, there's apples.
Yep. The pumpkin
Apples and
patch.
pumpkins, pumpkin patches and apples
Yeah.
everywhere.
Spooky season, y'all.
Oh yeah, that's right. My daughter is going to be a feisty fox, and my son's at a costume party right now. He's a big banana with an inflatable banana suit. It's awesome. I was like, wow, that's a great killer costume. Huge banana. But anyway, without further ado, let's jump right into this. Opening the fight, we've got Lena Landsberg and Carol Hossa. I'm going to share the screen. I'm going to show a little bit of face off, not too much because I don't want to get copyright yelled at, and they've been doing that a little bit here for me. So
Well, are you getting paid now? You're monetized, right?
yeah, but these ones, like the live streams, a lot of time they just they cut it off. They don't let me because I show too much. But whatever. It's not like I'm making a ton of money for real. You need a ton of views and shit to get
Yeah.
to get
Well, it's on YouTube. It's free advertising.
right. I know. So anyway, I'm gonna blow this up a little bit, make it full screen, and we're gonna talk about Carol Hossa, Lena Landsberg. I'm also gonna pull up their Tapology because I didn't do a breakdown for this. I only broke down 9 of these 12 fights, so this is the one. One of them I didn't because this is probably the least popular fight on the card, I would say. But just going off the jump, Lena Landsberg's a 2-1 favorite. I mean, underdog. Carol Rosa was at like minus 260 when I wrote it down. Lena Landsberg is at plus 220. I think they're probably still about the same. As you can see, both good looking girls. But the thing is, I think Lena Landsberg, is she up there around 40 years old?
Oh yeah. Yeah. She's 40. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and Carol Hossa is in her prime. I think. Yeah, I'm all about Carol Hossa all day. I don't. Let
Yeah.
me. I'm gonna. Man, if I'm gonna have to not share the stream so I can look at the Tapology. But let me remove this. The Tapology has Lena Landsberg 10-6. Where is she out of? Sweden. And we got the Brazilian Carol Hossa. She is 27, right in her prime, going against Lena Landsberg. And Carol Hossa's 4-1 in her last 5, where Landsberg is 2-3. Her victories coming over Macy Chiasson and Tanya Evinger, where she lost to Yana Kunitskaya, she lost to Sarah McMahon, and she lost to Pani Kianzad, where Carol Hossa only lost to Sarah McMahon. So they have a common opponent they both lost to. I think the line did move a little bit because according to Tap Out, I got Bet Online up. Oh yeah, it's definitely steep now. Carol Hossa's
Yeah.
minus 345. There's no value in that. Just guys, just make your pick for Tapology, which should be Carol Hossa, but don't put money on this. That's
Well,
women's
if you do
MMA.
range, it would be good to take her by decision, in my opinion. And decisions like minus 120. So that that's better.
Yeah, Carol Hossa by points, minus 130 on Bet Online. That's what I'm looking at right now. But I suppose if you want to prop it out, and that would be, I think, the most predictable outcome for for a women's bantamweight fight here. But I'm just gonna sit back, and this is the first fight of the card, so I'm just gonna get warmed up. It's gonna be
Oh yeah.
10 o'clock in the morning for me, and that's like 9 o'clock for you, right? 9 a.m. tomorrow.
9:30. They pushed it back 30 minutes.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, oh, really? I didn't even know
Yeah, it's
that.
a
Good,
good fight
good
to get
info.
some breakfast, get some coffee.
Yeah, and but there's not much more to say about Carol Hossa, Leon Lansford. Let's move on off that. We're both on the same side there, right? I'm gonna just mark these down. We're both taking Carol Hossa easily.
Yeah. I can't pick Lena
Of
here.
Yeah, not a 40-year-old. And I think and her just recency bias too. Just she's not, like I said, she's 2-3 in her last.
She's
So
not looking very good in the ring.
minus 345, unreal. That's no value there. But at least they got Dev and Ranj both taking Hossa. Moving up the card, here's the widest line on the card. This one also no value. I'm not going to bet it, but we got Mohamed Mokaev. He's the hot upcoming prospect. I predict he's going to, a year from now, he's going to be up there in the top 15. Taking on Malcolm Gordon, who, I don't hate Malcolm Gordon. I don't hate on him, but I just don't see any way he's going to beat Mohamed Mokaev. Mokaev comes in, he's what is he, 21, 22 years old, something like that.
Yeah.
And I just catch up with Tapology. Undefeated. His O is not going to go. It's going to stay. I think it's, huge favorite. Minus this on, let me see what he is on Bet
Like
Online here.
1,200. 1,200.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's just disgusting. If
You gotta
anything,
take
you
him
might
by
take
finish, by sub.
and what's that turned it into? Is that
I
still
think.
minus? It's still minus points. It's got to
Oh
be.
yeah, yeah. I think it's
Um,
minus
oh, look,
150.
on Bet Online, he's minus 1,300. And if you take him, let's see, method of victory. Oh, he's got a little bit plus money. Mokaev by submission plus 125. TKO or DQ is plus 215.
I'm
Or
surprised.
by points is plus 250. And if you go to the Malcolm Gordon side, that's 4-digit numbers all the way down. Huge plus money. Plus 1,200 by points, plus 2,000 Malcolm Gordon by TKO, and plus 1,400 by submission. But I'm staying away from this. I just don't see I don't want to. It's low risk, but low reward as well. I mean, Mohamed Mokaev is going to win, but I'm not going to. It's just unless you prop it out. But I don't know. Is he going to knock him out or is he going to get a submission? It's tough to say. You know what I mean? So
I think
I
he'll submit
predict.
him in the first round.
You think submission?
Round one.
Yeah, I suppose. Oh, then it's going to be big plus money. Let me see what that is. If you got Mohamed Mokaev, submission round one is plus 350. TKO round one plus 400 for Mokaev. I mean,
That's
those
big payout.
Just regular, doesn't matter how, but just Muhammad round one plus 120. That might be the safest plus money bet to make on this as a prop line for this.
That's what he said he wants to. He said he's going to do that.
Did he?
Yesterday. Yeah.
Okay, let's I'm gonna share the screen and we're going to check how they look in their little face-offs here. We've got hey girls, look at fine looking girls. Here they come. There's a Malcolm Gordon already. Remove ad. I'm sorry about that. Oh, look at with the bandana. He's looking like Andrew Tate right there, covering his face. He's talking smack already. I didn't notice that. Look at Dana had to separate him. Oh, he's a big smack talker too, Mokaev. I remember when he fought that Johnson dude. Remember it was like his last fight. He was showing like pictures of him in the back of a car with guns and stuff. That Charles Johnson, I think that's who it was. The dude from I don't know, he's from like he's a regional scene champion. He's from like your St. Louis. He's from St. Louis.
Oh yeah.
Your neck of the woods. That remember the guy? And he was like a real life, like he has gang ties or something. He's like gangsta. So Mokaev is in. What's that?
The guy he just beat.
Yeah, the guy. I think the most recent fight. Yeah, his last guy beat. I remember Mokaev was on like Twitter posting pictures of him with a AK-47 sitting in the back of a limo or something. It wasn't a limo. It was like a back of a SUV or something with an AK, just talking smack. He's such. What are you gonna do? Young kids. Man, chat blowing up already. I gotta catch up with the chat. Nick Alexander, I like this car for plus money. Where's my boy Manny? I don't know where Manny's been. I've been trying to message him. He hasn't been on Instagram for a while. I have no idea where Manny is. I'd like to know. I kind of miss him. Rehab for wine addiction. Maybe. I don't think so, but maybe. Noah, recap. That's right. Yep. Everybody's saying hi to each other. First round is nice for Mokaev. You got that right. Top G Mokaev. Round 1 KO. Top G, isn't that? That's the Andrew Tate. That's what they're calling the Tate brothers now. Andrew Tate, Top G. He does look like him in that face-off, right?
I don't even know who that guy is. What's the story?
Andrew Tate. He's like an influencer. He's really he's got a big following now. He's big money. He's talking to he tells it how it is. He's like explains how men should.
I saw O'Malley with him.
He's got a lot of what's that?
I saw O'Malley did an interview with him.
Oh, you know who's been hanging with him is Aljamain Sterling. Like they've been in Abu Dhabi. They've been like legit hanging out together. Like Top G, Andrew Tate, both the Tate brothers. Yeah, they're just influencers. I don't know. That's pretty much what he does. He's also like
Paul brothers.
Kind of, but he's Andrew Tate is actually he's an investor. Like he's also like an entrepreneur. He's got real money that it didn't come from Instagram and stuff. It came from, he's one of those
investing.
Yeah, he's like investing type of guy, one of those like guys. And he's also, yeah, he's very influential. He's very I don't want to. What's that?
He's got a following.
He sure does, absolutely. But anyway, we're gonna move right past this because obviously we're both taking Mokaev, but
Easy.
The minus 1300 is no. I stay away unless you got a prop. You want to prop it? I think round one for plus 130 just doesn't matter how, because you don't know how it's going to be TKO or sub. We don't know how it's going to be done, but it's going to be done around 1. So you can prop that at 130, make a little cash.
That's a good bet right there, guys.
Oh, here you go. Noah with the info on Andrew Tate. He was a retired kickboxer, then made money with a cam girl scheme. Oh, pretty much OnlyFans before it existed. All right. Wow. Now he just trolls the world. Correct. And he is like a troll. He's making like, I don't follow him like on YouTube, but he does have I don't know what it's called. It's like the Tate. I don't know. He's got a channel on YouTube, and it pretty much is like just he just comments on other shit that's on YouTube. But I mean he's entertaining. I'll tell you that. Andrew Tate, he's an entertaining character. He's a decent guy. But cam girls, that makes sense. Huh?
A lot of people are talking about him.
Yeah, he's definitely top of a lot of topics right now. All right, moving up the card. Armin Petrosian, AJ Dobson. Finally a card that's a little bit could go kind of either way, but I'm definitely on the favorite here. I did a breakdown for this one. I'm on the favorite in Armin Petrosian. He's like when I did the breakdown, he was minus 200. I can check real quick, see if that changed a little bit.
Yeah, I think he came down a little bit. He did open up.
Yeah, he's no, well, no, he's still on Bet Online. He's still minus 200. AJ Dobson comes back at a plus 170. Interesting enough. But I'm gonna talk about these guys. Arm Petrosian, Superman. They both they're both coming off losses. But Arm Petrosian's loss is to Cal Boralho, who's also on this card, who everybody knows is a killer. You know what I mean? He's also beat Gadzi Omagadziev, who we'll be talking about in a little bit. So that's no shame in there. AJ Dobson had his UFC debut. He lost to Jacob Malkoun, who Jacob Malkoun bounced back after an embarrassing loss to beat AJ Dobson. But now Jacob Malkoun is not a bad loss to have because he just won last week or the week before. He just beat somebody. So I suppose that's not, who was it?
Last week, Nick Maximov.
Yeah, you're right. I lost money. I had the Diaz Army. I had Nick Maximov winning that, and Jacob Malkoun. Yeah, good on you, I guess.
That was a bad pick.
He's Robert Whitaker's wrestling coach. Do you know that? Yeah,
right.
Jacob Malkoun
Really.
is. But anyway, Arm Petrosian, this is what tipped me on this. He's got a win over Gregory RoboCop Rodriguez in his UFC debut, and that's a phenomenal. I put Greg Rodriguez RoboCop up in high standards, especially his last fight where he had that big gash in the middle of his forehead, and he still managed to. Yeah, it was nasty too, nasty looking gash. Who else got? Remember that card? There's someone else got gashed open. Oh, it's like Song Yadong or somebody. Someone else got gashed open and lost, right? Because of the that was right. That was a bloody card, that one. But anyway, that was his UFC debut against Greg Rodriguez. So that sets my memory. And he's got the Dagestani wrestling background from Highest Sports out in Russia. AJ Dobson, I mean, he's not horrible. Like I said, he's okay. He's from Columbus, Ohio. West Side Barbells, the scene he's coming from. Like that's his facility, and he comes out of like a Ohio regional scene where he's taking care of people rather quickly too. He's got like a 35-second round one TKO, a 24-second round one rear naked choke. In his contender series, rear naked choke round one. So he's been doing what he's supposed to do until he hit Jacob Malkoun. So I don't hate on AJ Dobson, but I got Arm Petrosian. I think he's just going to be the better guy here. He's got that Dagestani wrestling background. I'm gonna go with the favorite minus 200 for Arm Petrosian. What's your take on this, Dev? Who you got?
Yeah, man, I'm pretty confident on Armin. I thought AJ looked really bad his last fight against Malkoun. Didn't really show much. And I think Armin's getting better. I think it's a good matchup for Armin and not a good matchup for AJ. AJ needs a more tune-up matchup, and this is a good matchup for Armin. I think my pick is round 3 TKO for Armin, but I might switch to decision. I think he'll just dominate here on the feet.
They size up very well. You see that?
Yeah, he's taller, and I think he's going to have the reach, and that's really
which is crazy because AJ Dobson on Tapology is supposed to have 5-inch reach advantage, but you can see this picture right here. They look almost even Steven. You know what I mean? Yeah. I can't really see a difference.
I don't really think he's going to have that much of reach. I don't really see that.
Right.
And the kicks are going to keep him at distance. I think that Armin's takedown defense is really good. So, yeah, I'm going to rely on that.
I won my money back on Malkoun's after that last robbery. Okay. Anyway, yeah, so we can both move, but that might be because Dev, on my show here we make a 3-leg parlay that is a good value and pretty confident. So Arm Petrosian might make that 3-leg parlay. That's why I got to write down minus 200.
He's honestly practically a lock for me. I have a 9-fighter parlay and I put $60 in it. And pretty much
Wow.
to me, all those fighters are locks to me.
That's a huge plus money. That's
Oh yeah,
what's your payback on $60 for 9-fight parlay?
it's one fell off. It was actually 10. I had Zuba in there. Now it's 9. So $60 is gonna probably pay around 3K.
Okay. Now this next fight, I think we're gonna differ here because I commented the other day on who did the sip and smoke? Who does that? My boy Bow Better.
Oh
Bow Better
yeah.
did the sip and smoke. And I told him I'll throw him a quick underdog pick. And I've got the fight is Abu Bakar Nurmagomedov, the weakest of all Nurmagomedovs. He shouldn't even be able to carry the name. Taking on Gadzi. Oh my Gadziev. Both of these guys, Russian Dagestani backgrounds, except Nurmagomedov has that name. Omar Gadziev has his first name in his last name, but but it's still he's still from Russia and he's still got that Dagestani wrestling in his pocket, and he is the underdog here. And I'm taking Gadzi at plus money. I'm gonna check it right now, see what he's at on Bet Online, and he's coming back at plus 140. Abu Bakar is at minus 160, and I did do a breakdown about this. Let me get into it. Abu Bakar not impressing anybody really. His last 5, he's 2-2 and 1 draw. His he's coming off a win against Jared Gooden. Jared Gooden's no longer in the UFC, so that is not that's not impressive. Before that, he got triangle choked by David Zawada, the German fighter. I know it's his UFC debut. Maybe he's got, I don't know. I suppose you can use that as one of your excuses of why he got triangle choked. But still, that doesn't. PFL, he had a draw against looks like a Czech fighter, Bohan Velikovic. And he got a win in there against Jonathan Weston. Then he's also got a loss by another guy in PFL named Pavel Kush. Now, if you take everybody with the last name with the last name of Nurmagomedov, this fool is the only one with losses. Nobody else, like Usman, Umar, Khabib, none of those Nurmagomedovs have a loss on their record except for Abu Bakar's got 3 and that one draw. And 2 of those losses came in regional scenes or PFL, you know what I'm saying? Where Gadzi has only got 1 loss, and that was his UFC debut against Kyle Baralho by technical decision, meaning they had to stop the fight early. I think there was an eye poke or a nut punch. There was something where they had to stop the fight early, and then they went to the scorecards, and he lost by decision because Kyle Baralho is a beast. And before that, he's got bunch of wins throughout the Russian regional scenes. M1 global team, counterattack. The Russian regional scene names are awesome. They're all like early 2000 action movies. Counterattack Part 2. You know, shit like the Golden Team. It's crazy. I love Russian regional scene names. And the thing is, Gadzi, he might not be training with the up in the mountains of Dagestan with the guerrilla fighting team with the Nurmagomedovs, but he's training at the MMA Fight Factory with Fernand Lopez and Cyril Gane and them over in France. But the one thing I do have to check is he's coming down for the first time fighting at 170. And I said during my breakdown, I was like, this might be the one where you better check the script on the face-offs, because if he doesn't make weight, then it's not gonna be look good. And I gotta see. I'm gonna show it right now as face-offs. We're gonna see if we can see any weakness or bad weight cut. He did make weight because, as you told me earlier, only one person's missed weight, and we're gonna get to her later. But yeah, Gadzi, let's check him out on this. And as I play this, you can go ahead and give your reasons why you think he's not going to win, because I know you commented on Bout Better's things like, I don't know, Range, I don't know about that, your underdog picks there. So go ahead, Dev.
Man, I'm going to rely on the Nurmagomedov strength and toughness. I think the guy does have toughness, and he's got heart for sure. His last win was against Jared Gooden. And I mean, right here, it looks like he wants to be friends, and they're gonna put on a
look
show.
at
I
it.
think it's a close
They
matchup.
look like they're related, right? Look like they
Yeah,
both
oh
could be
yeah, definitely.
Nurmagomedov.
But I think Nurmagomedov has the size, the more density. I think he's going to be better on the ground and be able to hold him down. I was not impressed with Ghazi at all against Borello. So I just that's why I can't pick him. That's the only reason why is because I picked him in that fight and he did so badly. So I'm leaning more on the veteran experience with Nurmagomedov.
There's a little dick do sticking out there. Got a little tent. Got a little tent in the pants. See that? That's hilarious. that's why Abu Bakar is all smiles. Hey,
He's
my
excited.
friend.
He's excited.
That's great. That's great. But anyways, that's fine. I like when we differ. That's fine. That's all good.
Yeah, actually, Ranj, Cell has switched to Ghazi now.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, my co-host over on our show, he switched to Ghazi, and I know that Cody Blood Money, I know that Johnny K Picks is on Ghazi. A lot of good cappers are on Ghazi. I'm not mad at it. It's a close fight, one of the closest on the card.
It is. It is a very close fight. Yeah, I mean, it could go either way. That's why we're doing this show. You got. That's why we're doing these last breakdowns. The shit's coming early tomorrow morning, guys. So that's why we got to do this. Now I know Johnny K and them, they did a live stream show tonight.
Yeah, they're live right now.
Yeah, are they? I think they stopped though, didn't they?
No, they're still live.
Are they? Good for them. Good. But don't leave here just to go see them. Come on, you can see them every Wednesday live. I only do this once a week, and it's right now.
Get your computer and your phone going.
There you go. The info. Split screen. Get both this one and that one up. You can come back both. You can tell them our picks while you tell us theirs. But anyway, it's going to be a very good fight at 170. I'm on the plus money. I'm going to take Ghazi here, but I have I don't fault anybody for taking Nurmagomedov just on name alone. But that's what he's coasting on, because he's not been impressive to me. Moving up the card, next they got this was brought because I have it first. I thought this was no, this next fight I thought it was on the main card earlier and they moved it, but nope, it was prelims. Volkan Ozdemir, Nikita Krylov. This is another very close one in my eyes, which I'm still kind of on the fence. I did a breakdown for it. I gotta find it. Here we go. Select fights. No time. Volkan Ozdemir, 33 years old, a little bit older. The height and reach go to Krylov, I guess. He's not by much. He got like an inch height and 2.5-inch reach advantage for the minor, Nikita Krylov. Krylov is fighting out of he's actually from Ukraine, but now that they're in war, he's training out of London. I don't know exactly where, but I know he's training out of London because I saw it on Instagram. I just couldn't pinpoint whatever gym he was with, and he's training with some of his like Russian/Ukrainian buddies he brought to that camp. Now I'm sure they're all training somewhere in Abu Dhabi, but still, I'm saying for this camp, he was getting prepared over in London. Where Volkan Ozdemir, he trains out of the All-Star gym. That's Kamzat's gym over in Sweden. And but as he's been down in Abu Dhabi, he's been training at the Bang Chalong Muay Thai facility down there in Abu Dhabi. So at least they're putting it in. They have a common opponent in Paul Craig. Nikita Krylov got triangle choked because of stupid fight IQ. Thought he can go down and play wrestle around with him, but you can't go to the ground with Paul Craig and expect to win. Paul Craig can. That's his one trick pony. That's his trick, is to submit people on the ground. Volkan Ozdemir played it much smarter by avoiding the ground, not going down there to wrestle or to jujitsu with Paul Craig, and that's why he came out with it was a boring ass fight, and I was not impressed with his low volume from Volkan Ozdemir, but enough to win the score cards and got a unanimous decision over Paul Craig, the one trick pony. So they also have a common opponent in Magomed Ankalaev who beat them both by unanimous decision, as expected. Let's see. Volkan Ozdemir also lost to Yuri Petraska, but he's the champ right now, so can't take anything from that. He lost a split decision to Alexander Rakic, and I heard from other cappers that he really shouldn't have won that. Alexander Rakic outperformed him, outstruck him. It was kind of people are saying that was kind of a robbery. I don't remember watching that fight, so I couldn't tell you. Before that, he beat Ilir Latifi, but that's nothing great. A lot of people beat him. Nikita Krylov, on the other hand, he has his most recently he beat Alexander Gustafsson after Alexander Gustafsson took like 2 years off, retired, came back, tried to come back, and tried to come back with a win over Krylov, which he did not get. He got knocked out. TKO round 1, he got beat. Before that, he lost to the Paul Craig triangle choke. Before that, he lost to Ankalaev, unanimous decision. But then before that, though, beat Johnny Walker. Good win. Johnny Walker used to be good. Right now, it's debatable if he's still good or not. And before that, he lost a split decision to the former champ, Glover Teixeira. You know, Glover Teixeira and Yuri Petraska have a rematch coming. I'm not sure exactly the date, but they're definitely rematching that.
December 10th.
Oh, is it? There you go with the info. Love it. Love it. But like I said, I've been on the fence here because Ozdemir is the plus money, and usually when it's like 50-50, I always go with the value. But something in my gut and in my head is saying do not pick against Krylov here, even though he's shown his fight IQ is not that good. But Ozdemir's volume and striking is just not that good either. And I want to say, I don't know, I don't have the stats in front of me, but I want to say Krylov's better and in striking, and if it goes to the ground, despite the Paul Craig MMA math thing, because Krylov lost, Ozdemir beat him. But MMA math, you throw that shit out the window. That's just for talk. But, and you know what? Look, I'll show you. Dev, I know you took Volkan Ozdemir. Look, if you can see this, guys, even Steven, both sides. Clint from Die Hard, Dev, and UFC Celebrities Classics all tipped Volkan Ozdemir here. See that? On the other side, Krylov, we got Blood Money, Artem, and Dev's partner, Cell, all went Krylov. So I was like, well, I'll go with the majority of the cappers. There's no majority because all you guys had a draw. So I had to use my own head, and I'm thinking Krylov, and I think he's gonna for something just clicked and said take Krylov, and I'm gonna take him to finish. I think he's gonna take out Volkan Ozdemir. I think he's gonna get a TKO. But Dev, why don't you give me your breakdown on this as I bring up the shared screen and check how they look.
So I was, on Krylov at first. I was like, yeah, okay, easy pick. And then I was thinking about it a little bit more, and MMA math really doesn't work all that much, but I'm kind of thinking about it here. I think that I was actually kind of impressed with the victory over Paul Craig. He kind of dominated that fight and just made it look easy. And I thought it was going to be way more of a test for Volkan. And honestly, I think Volkan is looking better. He's getting better. He's more in his prime now. And I don't hate the shot, the underdog shot. I think there's, it's worth it in this spot. And I'm actually going to pick Volkan via decision.
That's a safe bet there, and that's definitely I think that's definitely plus money because he's plus money on the money line. So I'm sure decision makes it even better plus money. Let's see, we got just my 2 cents saying Volkan's going to stuff the takedowns and bust him up. That could be. He did manage to stuff. I think I heard like double digit, like I want to say 13 takedown attempts from Paul Craig in that last fight, stuffed them all, that's a very good on him.
I
The
mean,
bookies
Krylov
like,
couldn't do that. Krylov got triangled within what, round one?
yeah, but like I
Easy.
said though, that was just stupid fight IQ. Thought he was too confident in his BJJ, and he thought he could go down there with the Brazilian jiu-jitsu, like the jiu-jitsu submission god in the light heavyweight division. And Paul Craig he's kind of like a Mackenzie Dern. You know what I mean? Like in the same, he can't get you down, but once it gets down, he can pull out that submission.
For sure.
Fight goes the distance, Aaron Wright. Okay. Restoring my confidence in Volkov since I was initially leading Volkov strongly. Okay, let's see how they face off here. I'm gonna share the screen.
Another thing
And
to me, Krylov looked like he was on juice his last fight, and to me,
I
he
like the
doesn't
juice.
look like he's on juice here. I think Volkov actually looks better.
Okay, let's stop it right there. Oh, they're both looking pretty primed. You can see Krylov does have a little bit of height there. Probably, I don't want to say 3 inches, probably 3 inches of height advantage. Girth wise, it does look like Ozdemir does have a little bit bigger biceps there. But the angle's kind of messed up though. It's not like dead on both sides. You know what I mean? But I think they measure off pretty evenly, I would say. But no, you're right. See the titty? See the titty on Volkan Ozdemir? See that?
He's got a C
that's
cup.
that
That's a
masto.
C cup right there.
That's the gynomastia. That's the, I do steroids in the off season. That's what that says. That titty right there. That titty says I do steroids in the off season because that's what you get. Like that's the Izzy titty, the Adesanya titty. You know what I mean?
Krylov's got it too.
Yeah, I know, but Ozdmir's a little bit bigger. He's a little bit more gynomastia there. Oh, cheers to that! Cheers to that!
This is a close matchup right here, man.
This is a very close matchup, and for real, cheers to the gynomastia. Cheers to steroids in the off season. Get it in you.
There we go. I'm gonna grab me another Corona. Be right back.
All right, no problem. Krylov has negative fight IQ. That is sure right, because who thinks they can go down with Paul Craig and win? That is so true. A shell of Gus is Nikita's best win. Volkan isn't going down to what he dropped Alex with. In my opinion, Ozdemir better in the clinch. Winner's titty. Winner's titty. Both on the juice. Let them fight. I agree. Let them fight. I don't mind. I don't hate on people taking PEDs. I don't hate on that, because I would, if I was a fighter in the off season, I'd do it too. It's to give you a little edge. It's a competition, man. You want to win. I mean,
you don't want to get suspended for 2 years, though.
No, I know. You got to play it smart. You just got to make sure your system's clean before you. If you have don't take a short notice fight if you've been running a cycle. But if you got if you got a 6-month fight window, like your fight's not in 6 months, you can juice 4 of those months and then take 2 months clean, just right before the fight. You know what I'm saying? Just to get that little edge, whatever. FPS sends my instinct scream Volkan immediately and let myself get scared off him by greasy cappers. I guess I'm one of those greasy cappers. I'm still sticking with Krylov. Despite his fight IQ, I don't know, something just telling me I liked his last
money.
Plus money. I know, but I liked the last fight against Gustafsson where he took I picked Alexander Gustafsson. I'm like,
me too. I did too.
And I was like, I guess he taught me a lesson. Shame on me for the first time, but no, on the first time I'll let it go. Shame on me if I pick against him again in this spot, because Volkan Ozdemir really has not impressed me. I mean, who's he beat? He beat Paul Craig, but that was, like I said, that was not the best victory. Alexander Rakic, that was kind of like could have went either way. And Ilir Latifi, I mean, come on, that guy's not even that great. He's mediocre at best. So I don't know. I'm gonna go with Krylov here, but I'm not confident. I will probably put him in a parlay, but that's about
Hey,
as far as that
how
goes.
about we t-shirt bet this one, me and you.
Oh yeah, okay, I'm down.
Let's
I'm down.
go.
We'll do that. We'll do that.
I
I'm gonna
like
write.
that.
Where's my page? I'm gonna definitely write
Yeah,
that
write that one
T-shirt bet.
down.
I will. I'm definitely doing that T-shirt bet. Oh, good. I got a wardrobe full of T-shirts. I'm a 2X now. I grew a little bit, so all those 1Xs, I look like I got the gynomastia.
Hey, if you got them 1X, send them over here. I need 1X.
I got you, bro. I got you. Was anybody looking terrible on the scales? We're gonna see. I mean, we're gonna see how they face off. But on the scales, I didn't watch, but I know Caitlin Kagan missed weight. That's all. That's all I know. I didn't watch the weigh-ins because weren't they like last night, like 11
Oh
o'clock
yeah,
last?
yeah. There is. They started
Yeah,
at
I was
12.
my day job. I'm sleeping by 11 o'clock at night
I
usually.
fell
So.
asleep. I was gonna go live. I fell asleep.
um. Okay, so won't go heavy on Vulcan either. Split the community. This one split the community down the middle. It sure has, man. I know bunch
Close.
like I showed you the capper thing. Even Steven, we got 3 on each side, and that
Hey,
was like
did you see? Did you watch the brothers on Fight Night Picks? Matt and
yeah,
Craig.
the Allen brothers.
They're split as well.
Yeah, Matt and Craig Allen, they are. Yeah, a lot of people are split on this. Oh, you're right. Just my 2 cents. The prelims. All the prelims fights could be regular UFC Apex headliners. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this Volkan Ozdemir, Nikita Krylov, this could be the headlining fight of a Apex Vegas fight night. You know what I'm saying? It totally could be. And so a lot of these, I don't know about Carol Rose or Lena Landsberg, but maybe as of late, shit, they've been throwing a lot of these girl fights in the, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying a lot of these fights could be up and definitely main card fights for UFC Apex, like
So
Vegas.
that's the first one. First one we're split on.
Yep. T-shirt bet. Well, we're split on Nurmagomedov and Omagadziev as well.
Okay, so 2 and 2 we're split.
But we're not doing a T-shirt bet for that shit. We're doing it for this because I got a feeling Krylov's going to win it. All right, moving on. Next we have Makhmed Muradov taking on Cal Boralho. This is I think we're both on the same side here. I think the majority of the world is on the one side here. I don't even got to say it, but yeah, Boralho is he's like a minus 190 favorite with only one loss on his record. And I think you know what, you have to go back to like 2017, I want to say, for that loss. It was like his first fight as a pro, I think, that lost to Cal Boralho. Makhmed Muradov, he's coming off a loss to GM3, rear naked choke, round 2. But up to that point, though, I think he was like on a little win streak. But Makhmed made his UFC debut against Alessio Di Chirico, the Italian fighter there. He beat him by unanimous decision. Then he beat some guy, Trevor Smith, UFC guy, by overhand right in round 3. Then he beat Dirty Dirty Sanchez, by a flying knee to a punches in round 3, which is a fantastic win. But then he goes against Gerald Mearshart. He won round 1, round 2, gassed. And Gerald Mearshart saw it. And Gerald Mearshart is a legend. He's very smart at fight IQ, and he got those rear naked chokes, guillotines, those like jiu-jitsu 101 moves. Gerald Mearshart's a practitioner. He's a top. He can pull a first-year jiu-jitsu move on anybody. Rear naked chokes and guillotines are first year. That's what you learn first as your offensive moves in jiu-jitsu. And Gerald Mearshart has perfected them, and that's why Makhmed Muradov got caught, gassed, round 2, choked by GM3. So, I mean, there is a shot. I think there's something saying there's a possibility Makhmed Muradov can do it, but Boralho has been training. I think he learned jujitsu
Hey,
from Damian
Ranch,
Maya. The
real quick,
fighting
Ranch,
nerds. What's that?
guess who's only lost? Paulo Borello only lost to Jalton Almeida.
Oh, I saw it was a grappling tournament.
Yeah,
I saw
yeah.
that. Man,
So he's a
Jalton
little
Almeida
bit
was supposed to be on this card. I wish that fight fell out though. I forgot who he's.
against Emil backed up. Again.
Oh yeah, smart for him to back out because that was coming. He was getting a lot. Jalton Almeida's the real deal, dude. That guy he's a beast. I'm so. But thing is, this fight here, Makhmudov, I will say, has a 4-inch height advantage. We're gonna split the screen and show you how
It doesn't
it
really
looks.
look like that.
That's what it says on Tapology. I'm just saying I don't know if that's how it goes right now, but Tapology says he's got 4-inch advantage.
And Mahmoud, he's the only.
You're right.
He's
It does
the
not
only,
look like that at all.
No, they're way
eye
even.
to eye. Well, I don't know, but Borelho's got his neck down a little bit, so he's purposely looking up
They're about
toward
the
him a little
same.
bit.
They're about the same height. It looks like Mahmoud.
It looks like Mahmoud has a little bit of a reach there. If you look at the arms, see that he definitely has a little bit of a reach advantage, I think. But it doesn't matter. Borelho's going to outclass him. Borelho's jiu-jitsu is at a higher level than Gerald Mearshart, and I believe it's a high. Makhmudov, even though his name ends in V, he's not Russian. He's Uzbekistanian that trains out of Poland.
Look at his
from
face. Look at his face, Rand. She's like, oh shit. This guy is serious.
He sure is. Well, if you have free spirit tattooed across your neck, you're serious. I think he's got a tattoo somewhere else that says kill or die or fight or die. That's what it
fight
says.
Or die on his arm.
Yeah, on his arm it says he's got a tattoo that says fight or die. That's pretty serious. Yeah, it says fighting nerds, but he's going just because he got glasses doesn't mean he's a nerd. You know what I'm saying? The fighting nerd. But really,
he fights out of fighting nerd or something like that.
Yeah, he fights out of fighting nerds. I know, but
Mahmoud, he's the only fighter to be promoted by the money team. You know that?
Yeah, by the boxer there. What's his name?
Floyd.
Yeah, Floyd Mayweather. Yeah, I know. And Floyd Mayweather like boosted him up, like kind of gave him some of that hype because of that. And he is, for sure. I think the striking, he might have a striking advantage, but this is MMA, so this is all fighting together. And Borelho can bang too. He's not as good as Murdov on the feet, but he makes up for it for his level jiu-jitsu on the ground. You know what I mean? So let's catch up with the with this. Okay. Cal Comain, first 2 fights, and he's next. I believe it. Blau versus Brady 2. Okay. Worries me how everyone on Cal and line hasn't moved. That is kind of worrisome as well. I mean, like how was your party? How's the dance? The costume dance? The banana costume went over well?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Except for the fact that someone rumored that there was a shooting.
What?
Yeah. There's a rumor.
Young people say stupid things and dance ends an hour early.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
That happens.
Someone said that there was a shooting.
Someone threatened to do something stupid and they had that canceled.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Anyway, back to this. The Nerd Cow is my greasy 5-legger. I think that's a solid parlay piece, Borelho, I would say.
Yeah.
Oh, you got chocolate milk.
I think some people are trying to be like cute with a Muradov play. They're like, oh, okay, but nah.
I mean, I know both of us are on the side of Borelho, but I'm trying to find, like, there's an argument for Muradov because he's got, like you said, the big money there, the big money boxing.
Well, he was a prospect after that last loss. I mean, he was touted to be in the mix.
The hype got crushed though after he got rear naked choked by GM3.
He's been gone too long. That's the thing. He's been
Oh,
gone too long to come fight a killer.
Look at this. Muradov ground game was exposed. Kyle very well rounded. That's correct, Nick.
Now Kyle's ground game is 10 times better than his.
Oh, this is Gerald Lynch. This is his only pro MMA loss was to a guy named João Cavalho.
No, that was actually amateur. It was actually, I think it was in his amateur.
Oh, really? Maybe.
Oh no, he's
know.
right. That was the second. It was his second fight. I'm looking at it now.
As a pro, second fight as a pro. Yeah, so you can't hate on that. Muradov needs to look for KO, but Kyle is too smart. He is smart. Look at the glasses. You can tell. People with glasses are smart.
Fighting nerd.
People with glasses are smart. I'm playing. No, watch your bite your tongue, brother. Bite your tongue. What happens in hotels stays in hotels. Okay. Oh, probably. Cheers, everyone. Looking forward to some great early fight. Yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm gonna be like you said, it got pushed a half hour, so 10:30 Eastern time is when. But I'll be prepared at 10 because that's where I've already set my schedule. Yes, there's definitely a few people on Muradov. I haven't heard any cappers actually. I haven't because that's what I do. I listen to all these cappers, and I don't know of any off the top of my head that are picking that side. But there's an argument for him. Okay, the dancing lady. If he nerds out and fights smart, he wins. Yeah, and you know what? Barelho does have very good fight IQ, well-rounded. He's gonna get it done. I'm confident. This is one of your locks, Dev. Is this one of your locks?
You know it.
Yeah,
I know it.
I do. I knew it. I knew it was. So let's see what.
7 locks.
I'm gonna just check his line here. Barelho is -200. Mahmed comes back at a +170. -200. I'm gonna jot that down because he might make our.
Yeah,
he might
for
make
sure,
our 3-leg parlay.
We gotta put him in there. Yeah, we might have to do a 4-leg.
Oh, the rest of the card could go either way. Let's move on. Next, we have phenomenal fight between remember the name Bilal Muhammad and undefeated Sean Brady. Man, this one is going to be this might be fight of the night. I don't know how it's going to turn out. I did pick a side, and I'm pretty confident with my side here, but let's I'm going to break it down. Sean Brady is the favorite here. I think he's slight, like minus. Let me see on Bet Online right now. Sean Brady's -145. Bilal Muhammad comes back at +125. Okay. Sean Brady coming off a win against Michael Chiesa. Well, a lot of people are like pooping on that fight. They're like, oh, he got knocked down and he almost got pounded out that third round, but he didn't though. I mean, and Michael Chiesa, Michael Chiesa's good. I don't know what everybody's like hates on Michael Chiesa, like he's a bad fighter. He's not a bad fighter. He's good. It's decent. You know what I'm saying? But before that, he beat Jake Matthews, arm triangle, Christian Aguilera, guillotine, Ismail Nerdiev, unanimous decision, Court McGree. I can go on and on for 15 fights and tell you everybody who he beat the crap out of. Here's the thing. He also has submission grappling in his tapology. And if you look at his tapology, his last submission grappling win was against this dude that many of you guys probably don't know. His name's Craig Jones. Craig Jones was at one point themed as the best submission grappler in the world. And then Sean Brady beat him in a submission grappling tournament. I know he didn't like submit him or anything, but still he won that. He won that fight. That puts Sean Brady at another level. Bilal Muhammad is not horrible. I remember his name every time. He made Vicente Luque look like a joke by out wrestling him. He took Stephen Wonderboy Thompson's karate style and threw that out the window. He said, no, that shit ain't gonna work with me. He beat Damian Maia, who's a jiu-jitsu guy. He had a no contest with Leon Edwards, but here's the thing: Leon Edwards was piecing him up. I've heard like Clint from Die Hard was like, "Oh, Leon Edwards was getting beat." He wasn't, Clint. He wasn't. Leon Edwards was gonna. If that fight didn't get stopped by the eye poke, I think Leon Edwards was on his way to a victory because he was piecing him up. But Clint on Die Hard MMA podcast was saying how, oh, if that fight didn't get stopped, I think Bilal Muhammad would have won. We weren't watching the same fight then. I don't know what you're talking about. But before that, Bilal did beat Diego Lima, unanimous decision. So Bilal he's good, but 34 years old. Sean Brady's 29. So Bilal's kind of at the end of his prime years. Sean Brady's right in the middle, smack dab in the middle of his prime years. Here's a tipper though. Bilal Muhammad fighting with all the Muslims, with the Islamic Army down in Abu Dhabi, all the Nurmagomedovs, Zabar Tukagev, Islam Makhachev, all those guys that end in V because they all. What's that?
Khabib.
Yeah, because they all pray to Allah. So I mean Muhammad, whatever. Anyway,
You're right, Allah.
Yeah. So he did bring some of his Valley Flow striking people from Chicago with him, like 2 of them. He brought two coaches, one like Lewis Taylor is one of his coaches, and he brought 2 coaches with him from Chicago, but then as soon as he got to Abu Dhabi, he's throwing the sheet cat. He's going all in at the Nas Sports Complex with all the Islamic warriors. Where Sean Brady's Renzo Gracie stand-up Philadelphia. He brought with him Daniel Gracie and Jonathan Webb. And when he was back stateside in Philadelphia, he was training with that Joe Pyfer. Joe Pyfer is a standout prospect. I think he's only had 1 UFC fight, but man, he was impressive in that fight. And Joe Pyfer is the real deal. He's good, man. He's good. So, I mean, just looking at their last 5, and the age, in a minute, we're gonna see how they size up comparatively. Oh, here's another hot take. James Lynch. You guys know James Lynch, the interviewer extraordinaire, does the pro picks, all that crap. He did an interview with Sean Brady. I guess Sean Brady had like cartilage blockage. He had a broken nose and something was blocking his air passage, which he had surgery to clear that out. And now since the surgery, he went to the UFC Performance Institute and broke all the endurance records. He's because at the UFC Performance Institute, they have records of like how long can you run, how long can you do this, how many pull-ups, they got this stupid little contest, and they have all these UFC fighters ranked and he broke all the records, like setting new standards to all that shit. So I'm on the Sean Brady hype train. I don't think it's hype. I think he's going to be 16-0. Bilal Muhammad, you had a good run, buddy, but I think it stops here. You're going to get knocked down a couple ranking. You're still going to be in the picture because he's good, but he's not going to end that undefeated record of Sean Brady. Well, Dev, what's your take on this?
Brady's one of my locks.
There you go.
Round 1.
There you go.
Round 1. I think he's going to finish Bilal. Bilal's been talking all that shit, trying to get him excited, Bilal is saying, oh, I don't like Philadelphia, fuck the Eagles, and Philly's cheesesteaks are not even good.
Yeah, fuck the Eagles. Eagles are the only undefeated team in football right now, right?
Exactly. He's just hating right now and looking for reasons to get excited for this fight, dude. And I think he knows that Brady is the real deal.
Via cardio. Come on, Noah. He's 34. And I just told you, Sean Brady just cleared his passageways and breaking records at the Performance Institute. So his cardio is not going to outlast Brady. If this was a 5-round fight, I would take Brady to get the victory in rounds 4 or 5. But because it's a 3-round fight, it's going to be a decision victory. That's how I think it's going to end up.
I think
I will love it.
I've seen Bilal get finished twice in person, so I think get finished again.
Hey, Dave, how's your folks? Did you take them out to dinner? I hope so. It's dinner time right now over there in British Columbia, right? 6 o'clock, 6:15. Anyway, welcome, Dave. Welcome to the show. Always welcome. So now we're gonna split the screen or share the screen. We're gonna see how they face off, how they look together, face to face here.
This card is so stacked. Are we not even on the main card?
Yeah, this is the headliner of the prelims right here. Bilal
Wow.
Muhammad, Sean Brady.
This
Look at
should be
Sean
on the
Brady,
main card.
tough as nails. Look at the tattoos. Look at Bilal Muhammad though has a little bit of a size advantage, as you can see. Sean Brady, and he's trying to intimidate with his googly eye. That eye that Leon went like 2 knuckles deep into that eyeball.
Oh, yeah.
He went so far with that finger. I was like, it's like he went like, oh man, it's just just thinking about it just makes my brain hurt a little bit because that's what he was in there itching Bilal Muhammad's brain when he was in there. That's how far deep he went. And look at. I'm surprised he doesn't have his sunglasses on because he's got the googly eye. He's got that.
Yeah. Well, he always wore those. Why'd he stop?
I know he should put them back on because he does have some weird looking eyes, and he looks like pretty normal when he wears sunglasses. Oh yeah, look at. Do you see the confidence in that Brady in the Sean Brady?
Wow.
Right. Look when they finally break apart.
Brady's denser. More bone.
Oh, definitely. He's thicker, stocking. Look at that's not a gyno titty. That's a pectoral muscle. Right there, that is all muscle. There's no gynomastia. That's muscle. He's a clean eater because his wife, Kristen Green, she's like a holistic cleanse. He's steroid free. Sean Brady, steroid free. I don't know if that's a detriment or what, but he is without the juice.
Oh yeah.
And Bilal Muhammad's also without the juice because he's Muslim. They don't put any toxins in their body. So watch right here. Watch the head shake. Oh yeah, I got that. Did you see that? Did you see the? Oh yeah,
The smirk.
Yes, I love it. Oh yeah, right there.
I wish that they wouldn't pull them back like that. I hate how they like grab them. It's like, get the fuck off me, bro. I'm trying to have a face off.
Right. Anyway. So Sean Brady's another one of your locks, huh? I will tell you the people that did take. Bilal Muhammad won the majority of my Capra comparison show. I'll show you. Well, not one. He tied because you and Dev are 2 people. So see that Bilal Muhammad, UFC Celebrities and Classics, Arts of MMA, and oh look, Uncle Weezy and Clint, both from Die Hard. And podcast took Bilal. So he did win. But then you go over here, Cody, Dev, and Cell all on Sean Brady. And I'm also on Sean Brady. I do see the love for Bilal Muhammad. I see where I guess it might be warranted. He is way better than he was 5 fights ago. But let's go Brady with that. Oh, Philadelphia stand up.
Woo! Eagles, baby.
Enzo Gracie. I love it. So tell that to Ali. Tell what to Ali? Anyway, yeah, I think this Bilal Muhammad Sean Brady might be fight of the night. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. Or it might be a bore. Maybe they'll just go down to the ground and roll around a lot. Who knows?
Could be a snooze fest. Yeah.
Could be. But it's going to be an interesting fight nonetheless. I'm looking forward to it. I love that it's tomorrow during the daytime, that I don't have to be yawning, peeling my eyes open to watch it. Yeah. I'd rather see it at lunchtime than way past dinner time. You know what I mean? Moving up. Next we have the girl fight. Hiya! Caitlin Chukagian taking on Manon Fiorot. Manon Fiorot is the favorite here, 9-1. Understandable. She's the better fighter. She's clearly, in my opinion, I think she's the best fighter in the flyweight weight class that doesn't have the last name Shevchenko. Not talking about Antonina either. You know what? I aside from Valentina Manafero, that I think she stands above everybody. But Caitlin Chukagian, you cannot just shove her aside because of the high yas. She managed. She's been since she's entered the whole arena, like she's entered this fight scene. She's always been within the top 5, always, constantly, always the bridesmaid, never the bride though. She can't get it. She can't put it down. You know what I'm saying? Caitlin, you know what, Dev? 2 weeks ago, there was like a break, whatever that break week. Remember the break week? That week, I bought a new Roku TV and I was checking out. They have like a Roku like these channels. One of them's called Hiya. Actually, I'm not kidding you. This is how coincidental is this. There's a channel called Hiya, right? I shit you not. I turned it on. I'm like, what the hell is this channel? So I turn it on, and guess who I see? In a movie, I see Caitlin Chukagian in a movie in a parking lot fighting. And I'm like, what is this? The movie I found out is called Valley Fights or Fights in the Valley or something. Misha Tate is the star. Like, not the star. The star is not a fighter, but Misha Tate is like the hero. Like she's training the girl. Here's the premise. I'm gonna tell you real quick. I'm not gonna take too much time. This girl, she's like she likes to fight MMA. Her sister goes to this underground fighting scene and gets murdered, gets killed, right? She gets killed by who? Chris Cyborg. Chris Cyborg's in this movie. I was like, are you kidding me? Valley fighting or something, like Fight in the Valley, Valley fighting, something like that. So I'm watching, I'm like, oh, what is this? This is crazy. Chris Cyborg's and so this girl gets in an underground fighting thing, gets killed by Chris Cyborg, of course, and Misha Tate, I forgot her name in the movie, was like Jabs or something, and she's like this. She owns a gym, and I don't know. And then she takes this girl, the sister that survived, and she trains her up and to fight Cyborg. And you know who else is in the movie? Holly Holm. Holly Holm is in this fucking movie. I'm not kidding you. I'm not making this shit up. I'm like, what? How have I never? It's from like 2000 or 2006 or some shit. Maybe 2015. I don't know. But it's a low budget movie. But it has Holly Holm, Misha Tate, big role, Chris Cyborg, and Caitlin Chukagian in the parking lot fight. Caitlin Chukagian is like a toughie, like a tough. Like, you got to get past this test if you want to take on. I forgot Chris Cyborg's like villain name, but if you want to take on her, you got to take on. And there's Caitlin Chukagian in the parking lot fighting. Oh, it was awesome. But nonetheless, this is not a movie. Manafero is going to wipe the floor with Caitlin Chukagian, in my opinion. I don't care how many high yas. And you know what? Manafero's got her own high yas. They might not be as loud, but she makes some little noises.
They're more powerful high-ahs. They actually come with something.
Okay, let's see. 7 a.m. Yeah, that's when you got to get up real early, Dave. So set your alarm clock, buddy. After dinner tonight, I know you got food in the oven. After dinner, set your alarm clock, go nighty-night, because you got to get up early. Several candidates for fight of the night. Absolutely, Gerald. Absolutely. Oh yeah, 7:30 got pushed a half hour. Devin informed me of that. So 7:30 your sign. It's a sign. It might be, but this was on the off week, break week. I urge you guys, hey, if you got some free time, the movie was not half bad. It was not good, but because of the star quality, the fighters. Holly Holm she was like a good girl. She was like one of the leader roles. Like she was one of the I'm a veteran, one of these veterans in this underground fight scene is like Invicta Underground. If Invicta was like an underground scene with not like, you know, like parking lot fights and shit, it'd be like that. It's awesome, dude. Awesome. Wata! Right. Cyborg is the new Bolo Young. Imagine. BC Dave, make sure you get to bed early tonight. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because it's good. Don't pull an all-nighter. You'll fall asleep. You'll fall asleep during Alina Landsberg getting her ass beat. Early start. Yep. Manfrero TKO line is plus 490. Wow. And you know what? Caitlin Chukagian did get TKO by Jessica Andrade, right? Am I right? She did.
I'm
She got
taking it
finished.
round one.
Oh, I don't know about round one. I think, but that's
He's one of my
that's
locks.
what's the straight up money line? Let me see. Manafero is a minus 217. Caitlin Chukagian comes back at plus 187. This is on Bet Online. The over 2.5 rounds, minus 340. The bookie's all about going to decision.
I think it's under. I think Manon can easily find a finish here.
The under's plus 265, Dev. Plus you double your money and some.
That's
I don't know.
juice.
That might be a way to take a see, because you know what? Just hear me out. Hear me out. About better. The movie's called Valley Fighting or Valley Fights or something. You know what? Just IMD database. Go to that. Hit Misha Tate, Holly Holm. Who else was Chris Cyborg? Because they were all in this fucking movie. All of them. And you'll find it. You'll find it. If I had a hot second, I would do it right now. But it's I know it has the word Valley in it because it took place over in California, Death Valley.
Here,
Valley.
I got the app right here.
Huh?
I got the app right here.
Oh well. If you look at the IMD database for Misha Tate, it should be up there. Valley Fighting or something.
Fight Valley right here.
Fight Valley. Look at that. There it is. Love it. Fight Valley, guys. 2 thumbs up. Not 5 stars. Local. It's not 5 stars, but what you got? Like 2.7 stars out of 10. Look at the cast though. Top billing. There she is, Misha Tate.
Who else?
Like I said, there was some like the Caitlin Chukagian was on like just kind of like a cameo. She was only in there for like 3 minutes or something. She was not.
Cyborg's name is Church.
Chris Cyborg Church. That's right, Church. And you know what? She was the villain, but she wasn't the villain because she was like, oh, like in her manly voice, she's like, I didn't mean to kill her. I didn't mean. And it turns out at the end, Misha Tate. Spoiler for Fight Valley. I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but at the end, turns out Misha Tate was really the villain the whole time.
Oh.
The whole time. Now you guys aren't gonna watch it. Okay. Prelim fights in the Philippines starts at 10:30. I ain't missing this card. Ranch has some real. Oh, bite your tongue, Dave. You know what? It crossed my mind though when I was watching that movie. I'm not gonna lie, but I didn't. I liked the movie for what it was. I was shocked that I didn't even watch it from the beginning because I caught it. Like I said, the Roku TV, the channel, it was Hi-Ya channel, and I turned it on, and there was Caitlin Chukagian, and I was like, "What is this movie?" Fight Valley. Check it out, guys. Check it out. Oh, look, was gonna skip UFC 280 to watch it. Don't do that.
Hey,
don't do that. No, don't do that.
Hey, if Bout Better wants to join, let us know, man.
Yeah, Bout Better. I can send you a link if you want. He'll come on here sipping and smoking. Respect the art. All right. Anyway. I'm all over Manafero. Actually, so is Dev. So what was the line? Minus 280 or something stupid like that?
I think
minus
like 220.
217. Minus 217. But the thing is, hear me out. The thing is, Caitlin, if it does go to Caitlin Chukagian she does have that skill of winning decisions with her Hayas. So, I mean, I wouldn't put it past her I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to decision and she gets the nod out of some fluky, even if she, like, it's a woman's fight, there's robberies all the time. Look at Angela Hill. How many
Sam
times
Hughes.
Angela Hill got
Sam
robbed?
Hughes last week.
What's that?
Sam Hughes last week.
Yes, agreed. Sam Hughes last week got right. Women's fights, it's always just flip the coin. There you go, Caitlin Chukagian. I mean, for real. That's why I stay away from this on a betting standpoint. I mean, I'm going to throw Firo into a parlay, of course, because I just do that.
I locked her. I locked her. I think she's completely better. Completely
like you said, you got there's only 12 fights. You got 9 of them as locks. so I mean, the chances are there's 3 fights you didn't lock. So I mean, come on.
That's usually what I get wrong is 3 fights. So let's hope.
All right. So, oh yeah, Trailer Park Boys is great. Love it. The Canadian, absolutely love it.
Without a doubt. I've watched that since I was a little kid.
It's been around for like 10 years, right?
Yeah,
Forever.
I watched that on a burnt DVD when I was like 10 years old.
I know, right?
I'm from the Midwest. I'm from the Midwest.
Yeah. Yeah, they're right directly north of you. Yep. For real. That's where it's like the border of Canada and the US, right north of the Midwest, like up around Michigan and shit. Anyway.
Fire.
Back to this. So we're both on the side of Manafro. Let's go to the feature fight between Beneil Dariush and Matus Gamrot. Another close one here. Another close one. Arguments for both sides, but I did end up going with the favorite in Matus Gamrot. He's like last time I checked, he was a minus 195, and I'll explain why. Benny Dariush, I don't hate on him. The dude's decent. He's coming off 7 fight win streak. He hasn't lost in 7 fights, and he's beaten good dudes. He beat Tony Ferguson. He beat Diego Ferreira, Scott Holtzman, Drakkar Klose. That one. Do you ever see the meme with Joe Rogan got the black button-up shirt with DC, Dan Cormier, and they're the announcers table? That's the meme where he's like, oh my God, like this.
I was at that fight.
Yeah, with Drakkar Klose and Benny Dariush, because Drakkar Klose
48, UFC 248, I think.
Oh, that was fantastic. That's impressive. You were there, because I remember watching it, and Drakkar Klose rocked him. He rocked him hard, and that's where they're like, oh my God, he's hurt, he's wobble, he's hurt. Then he came back, bomb, and took out Drakkar Klose. And that's where Joe Rogan was like, oh, with yeah, exactly. And then he's like, do it, Dana. Sign that check over. Sign that fight of the night check over right now. And all this crap. Oh, I loved it. But anyway,
he called out Conor McGregor after that fight too.
Yeah, I don't know. It was weird. They've been doing him wrong. Beneil Dariush should have already been in a championship fight. But I don't know what. But anyway, he's coming through, and he's like I said, 7 fight win streak. Didn't he have like an injury or something? So he had to take some time off. I think there was in that last 5 that I think he had like a 1.5 or 2-year layoff because of some sort of leg injury, I want to say. I can't verify. So. I didn't go that deep. But thing is, he's training out of King's MMA, and he's doing well out of there. I don't know. I looked at his Instagram though, and there's no training videos. It's all him and his once pregnant wife. She's had the baby, and he's got a lot of family pictures. You can't take anything from that. There's no, you don't know who he's training with or what. But RDA trains out of King's MMA, and RDA's got a fight December 3rd against Brian Barberena. So I'm assuming, I don't know, but since they're both lightweight, 155, I would assume Benny Dariush is getting in at King's MMA with RDA, Rafael Dos Anjos.
Yeah, Aaron Wright down here, he says that Benny's coming off an injury. I think that is true. I think he had to pull out of one of his bouts. And I think we're both on Gamrot here.
That's the way she goes. That's the way she goes. That's from Trailer Park Boys. That's the way she goes. Hilarious. Anyway, I like
who you got, bro?
not going distance prop.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, that is in a plus 125. Joey's pick is Vanille. Drakkar almost knocked him out. Almost, but then he got knocked out himself. Felt better. Don't forget the outcome. Let's go Gamrot. Benny coming off an injury. And I, too, am on the side of Matus Gamrot. Matus Gamrot's coming off a great win against Arman Tsarukyan, which he was the underdog there. A lot of people were all over the hype train named Arman Tsarukyan, and Gamrot put that to rest by a clear unanimous decision. I think it was 30-27, if I'm correct. I can't exactly pinpoint the scores, but I know I picked him every round. I'm like, Gamrot won that round. Gamrot won that all the way through. I'm like, yeah, easy victory made Arman Tsarukyan look like a regional scene fighter, and that's hard to do. Before that, he beat Diego Ferreira. Good. Little Heathen, Jeremy Stevens, Camara, round 1. Scott Holtzman, just like that's a common opponent. Ground and pound, round 2. He had his UFC debut where he lost a split decision to Guram Kutaladze. Guram Kutaladze is like in my opinion, top 5 in the weight class. Who's the other guy? Damir Hadzovic I love that dude. Damir Hadzovic, I think, is top 3 at 155. Guram Kutaladze is right behind him. And so that a split decision too in his UFC debut against the dude. So that's impressive. If you want to have a loss, that's a loss you want to have. You know what I'm saying? Matus Gamrot is the real deal. When he's stateside, he trains at American Top Team, but when he's out of the country, he's at some smock place in Poland. I forgot what it's like, Servani Smock or something, with all these ripped Polish guys with last names, all of them end in ski. I don't know, But anyway, I saw his Instagram. He's got videos. 6 weeks ago, he was training, hitting bags with Dustin Poirier, Gamebred, Jorge Masvidal. When he went to Abu Dhabi most recently, he brought his coach Mike Brown, the immortal, right? Is that Mike Brown? Anyway, he brought he brought 2 of his coaches from American Top Team, and he brought 2 of his best buddies from the Polish place, that smock place. So Matus Gamrot still getting it in over in Abu Dhabi. I like he's surrounded himself with family, and like his fight family, where Beneil Dariush surrounded himself with real family, which I'm not shading that. That's fine. You love your family, you love your kids and your wife, that's great, but show me something in the gym. Show me, and now if you look, Beneil Dariush now, salt and pepper hair. His age is starting to show. Matus Gamrot looking like a rock. Matter of fact, Dev, you give your take on this. So I'm gonna split the screen, and I think we missed watching the last walkout too. So we're just gonna play this as you're talking. Okay.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, there's Haya. Hold on a second. There's Haya.
We can just
Haya
watch
versus
it.
Wata.
I mean, Caitlin
Caitlin
looks good, but she's levels under. She's just not that good of a fighter. She uses
her face looks like
to try to win fights, and Manon has power. Caitlin has no power.
There's this movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme, and the bad guy in the movie, it's like a post-apocalyptic movie. I forgot what it's called. It's back when Jean-Claude was making a movie every 6 months. Her face, Caitlin Chikadia's face, looks like the bad guy in that movie. I'm just saying. Anyway, we're past that anyway. We're all over Manon Ferro. But blonde fighter likes to look at the salt in that hair, in Beneil Dariush's hair. Look at the salt there.
Dude, and he's only like 30. He's only like
he's
what?
33.
33? Dude,
He
33.
Yeah, I know.
And he looks like he's 45.
He sure look at Gamrot's looking right at his hairline too. He's like looking at his hair. He's like, am I fighting an old guy? That's what his face looks like right there.
Even Benil was like, "Oh, I'm actually surprised. This guy's bigger than I thought."
I know.
Look at it.
Uh,
Look at them next to each other. I was thinking Benil at first, but after what Gamrot did against Armin, I mean, what a performance by Gamrot. I didn't think Gamrot won that fight. I personally had Armin, but man, I got Gamrot here. He's not one of my locks, but he's a highly confident pick.
You know what? See this about better? Dariush, a devout Christian, very pious. That is totally true because his Instagram, it shows him in front of like a shopping plaza doing a prayer. You know, not a Muslim prayer, like a prayer to the Christian, to Jesus and all that, you know. Respect for Benil, very genuine. He is. And you know what? He's also very, even though he's Assyrian, he's very patriotic. He does have posts about support the troops, real heroes and stuff. You gotta love all that stuff. You can't hate on none of
He's a
that.
good dude. He's a good dude.
He is. He's a great dude. But I think Gamrot's gonna win this fight though. It doesn't matter how good you can be the nicest guy in the world, doesn't matter. Gamrot, such a wrestling rat, he's hard to fade. And Gamrot is the better wrestler here. But Neil Dariush, I think he wrestled in college, I want to say. Or no, you know what? I think Benil Dariush won like some high school wrestling state championship in high school. I want to say Illinois or something. I don't know. I could be wrong. Could be thinking of somebody else, but I thought I did hear that. But it doesn't matter. Gamrot's the better wrestler, I think, here.
Look at the size of Gamrot's head compared to Dariush.
I can't get over the gray hairs. I can't get over the gray. Holtzman once wore a Speedo in the octagon. All right, Bout Better. Interesting. Jute uses the women's best wrestler weapon, her mouth. Correct. I don't want to sound like Andrew Tate, but I agree with you.
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha. Put a Y in there. Ha 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 yeah. Can I get a hi-ya? Hi-ya. Anyway, grays don't mean old and washed, but I am on camera. I agree, Ice Viking. I got some coming in, but I am old and washed. But it doesn't matter. You're right. It does not mean. I know dudes straight out of high school got gray hairs. Shit, you not. Friends of mine, for real. Flipped watching for more tape. After watching more tape, good. Yeah, Gamrot. I think that's the side. This is another very close fight. I wouldn't be surprised either way. And I'm not confident in my pick, but I am taking Gamrot. Dev, you on Gamrot?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, there's a reason why Khabib thinks Gamrot's. Oh, Noah, hot take. I didn't even know that Khabib was a Gamrot supporter.
Yeah, he is.
That's good. Benil's only real beef is with Elon Musk for his late Tesla delivery. Good to see you haven't lost your touch, Noah.
I think Gamrot's going to get the finish round 3 TKO.
I'm not sure how it's going to end, but I definitely am taking Gamrot on the money side. I think on Tapology, which I think I'm going to go revisit it because I make my Tapology picks early now so I don't miss them, because sometimes I do miss them if I don't make them. Yeah, and I want to say I put Gamrot at decision because a 3-round fight, Benil Dariush can hang it. Look, he showed his durability in that Drakkar Close fight. Drakkar Close was rocking him, socking him, but could not put him away.
What would Gamrot do to Close, though?
Yeah, but I think there's going to be a lot of wrestling and rolling around, too. I don't think it's going to be a stand-up affair. Because they both these guys can wrestle. Gamrot's got the edge though when it comes to wrestling. Gamrot's got one loss, and that's to his Guram Kudladze in his UFC debut. That's the thing. He's nearly undefeated because that UFC debut, that was a split decision too. You got to remember, split decision means one of those judges chose Gamrot. So, and means could have went either way. Huh?
Be right back.
Yeah, hurry back because I have to grab one as well, and you have to fill the void. There can't be 2 empty seats. Benil's the dude that goes door to door asking, "Can I tell you a little about our Lord and Savior?" Imagine that. I would invite him right in. I would ask him if it was okay to steal to feed your family. I play Stump the Jehovah when they come to my side. So if you don't accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior, you're burning in hell. Yeah. Well, what about my grandma? She's a Buddhist. She's burning in hell. What about Gandhi? Well, yeah, he should burn in hell. I think he's a pedophile. But anyway, I'm just saying, I play when a Jehovah Witness, when they come around, I try to play Stump. If I have time, I invite him in, try to play Stump the Jehovah, asking him stuff like, "Is it okay to steal to feed your family?" That's a good one. That moral dilemmas for the Jehovah's. You know what they answer with? Come to the church, we'll feed you. That's what they answer with. Come on, dude. That's a crap answer. I'm gonna go get mine. You can talk about Gamrot. No dead air, Dev.
Gamrot, man, I think he's practically a lock. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Let me know who you got. At first, I was thinking Benil, but I was just actually really impressed with Gamrot in the last victory, and it wasn't that long ago. You know, that fight with Armin wasn't that long ago.
No, I think it was like within a year, right?
It was only a couple months ago, 2-3 months ago.
Yeah, I think you're right. Oh, I knew he says bloke because he's from Australia. I knew a bloke that answered the door naked when Jehovah Witnesses came. Yeah, you know, we don't get Jehovah's much around. You know who we get? The Latter-day Saints, Mormons. We get the Mormons all dressed with the tie and everything. Yeah, they ride their bikes too. They got the bikes and the backpacks and the white sleeveless button-ups with a tie.
We get those and Mormons. We get pretty much everything here, man. It's a melting pot.
Oh, you got kind of the edge of the Bible Belt over there.
Oh yeah,
right? Yeah. I'm pretty clear of that. I mean, I got Amish live a half a mile away.
There's a lot of Amish here too.
But the Amish, they don't bother you. They just think they're
out in the country doing their own thing.
Yeah, they don't press their beliefs on you. That's what they're just trying to make money off you. Come buy some of my bread. I would, but you got dirty fingernails. I don't like that. That's the truth though. I'd buy some of that bread, but I don't trust your dirty fingernails, girl. Go clip those bad boys. Amish, you know what? You can't use nail clippers. There's no electricity in those nail clippers. There you go. That's what Dev does constantly. That's right. Oh, vaping it tonight. I have to step out. I got to go to my car if I want to do that stuff.
Yeah, well, I can vape inside. I can't smoke in here.
Yeah, those I can. You're right. I can sneak those. I got that. Especially now that they're. I think Nora might be in the room, but I got the old school one.
This is Hawaiian Runts. Pretty fire.
There you guys go. There you go. Look, I had to keep looking over my shoulder though.
Cheers.
He goes, cheers. Oh, starting to feel these apple beers now.
Man, I'm ready for this card. I can't believe this pay-per-view is so stacked. Best one this whole year. Possibly best card we've had in a couple years.
Right there is the quote for this fight. Gamrot's gonna wrestle fuck him. I agree. That's this deciding factor with lean me over because I was on the fence. I kept watching that fight with Jakar Close again just for the that meme shit. But yeah, I think I'm on the side of Gamrot here. Here comes the Jehovah's. Let's get naked. You know, I saw these Mormon girls and they were attractive. I shit you not. They were Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I was going to convert them into to become atheist. Come on in, girls. I'll talk you out of your faith. I like Gamrot's energy. Ozzy's built different. Yep.
What about Gamrot's finish? What about some TKO?
I don't know what the line is for TKO. I can open it. Let me see. Right now, Gamrot minus 220 and Benny's at money line plus 185. Gamrot by TKO or DQ plus 450. That's money, as Leighton from UFC Gambling Addicts would say. That's money. That's money.
Bro, I think that's the way he wins.
Yeah, he's not like a submission guy, but he did get Jeremy Stevens in a Camara. So he got but then
finished Diego Ferreira by knee
TKO.
strikes.
Yep. Scott Toltzman's ground and pound. So, but I don't know. Going to bed? Night, baby.
Good night, Nora.
Sleep well. Dev said good night. Nora, are you gonna say good night? You gonna be rude? Night. Anyway, might parlay Gamrot Fior with Manon Fior. That's you'll actually, that's one you can cash in. You don't have to put it in your shoebox of losing tickets.
That's a lot.
That's one you can cash, buddy. About better. Cash that one. You can proudly have that cigar hanging out your mouth and take that bet. I might do that as well. He told me he got a garden hose on them once too. That's mean. See, that's mean. They're just doing their job, their missionary work for Jesus. You can't take a garden hose. For real. You can't, I mean, you can't hate on them. They're doing what they believe is right.
Jesus here. Come on.
Exactly. Plus 115 for Gamrot and Fior. Why you keep spelling her name like fart? Stop. It's Manon Ferrol. And the T is actually silent. Ferrol. She's French. I can't smoke THC. Maybe get tested. Best card in years. They make it synthetic. That's what. Hopefully nobody at work's watching me, but yeah, I'm just saying. This card is awesome. Yes, sir. And Jan too. Who's not? Oh yeah. Okay. Let's move on. Let's move on. We're past Gamrot. We're all taking Gamrot. Well, look, wow, plus 450. Is that any round? Yeah, that's just Gamrot, TKO.
Hit it.
Or DQ too. Nora's pick of the week. She needs to look at the pictures for the pick of the week. I should have let her go, but she's already up the stairs now. So, and she would probably just pick out of handsome people. She would probably just pick the best looking person. That's how she doesn't follow. She likes some of the names though, and she's starting to, because she's like listening to me do all these shows and stuff. She is starting to pick up. She's starting to pick it up.
Go get her pick.
Huh?
We can wait. Go get her pick.
No, I'm not gonna. She's already up there. So I go to. She's already probably in her bed. Got her TV on. Whatever. Plus 118 for Gerald Lynch on the Gamrot Ferrol parlay. Okay, that's. I don't know. I didn't put the parlay in yet, but Nora picked Gamrot too, Papa Chuck. You know what she did on my show? On my show, she wrote Gamrot on her. I keep one board for her, unless I'm doing 4 fights. I do 3 fights and keep the last board for her to doodle or whatever. And that day, till I told her to go to bed, she wrote Gamrot and she was going to draw a picture of him. She was like, I'm going to draw a picture of this guy. So she did. Yeah, there you go, Papa Chuck. Her pick was Gamrot. Yes, there you go. Perfect. Thank you. Thanks, Noah, for being a supporter and avid watcher of my show. I'm glad you picked that up. I forgot all about that. You're right. Anyway,
that's the real one right there.
So we're both on the side of Gamrot. Let's move up the card to The Sugar Show. Sean O'Malley taking on Piotr Jan. Oh, what a good fight this is. I think Piotr Jan's gonna win, but there is an argument for Sean O'Malley. He does have the reach advantage and the height advantage, and he's very slick with his strikes from the outside. He can, if you watch the last Piotr Jan versus Aljo, Aljo won because he backpacked him. And you know what? Sean O'Malley can do the same. He could backpack him for real. He's got the long limbs. If he could, and he can back, and he could, it could go very similar. It could be a backpack fight. But I think Piotr Jan realizes that now in retrospect, because Jan versus Sterling Part 1, he was just clowning him. He was, before the illegal knee, he was giving him stupid sweep trips and stuff, just at will, just tripping him down, looking at his corner before he did the knee. Like he had him as putty in his hands. But then Aljo versus Jan 2, Aljo did the backpack, and once you get a backpack on, how are you going to defend that? It's almost, I mean, I guess you could somehow make it so you got to just convert your body so you're facing the guy, but it's hard to get a guy off your back. It's one of the hardest things. You can't fall on your back because he's going to rear naked choke you. You can't fall on your front because he's going to, what are you going to do? Well, I don't even know. I got to look up a video of how to defend a backpack. But anyway,
lock. It's a leg lock. When Aljamain gets that body lock and that leg wrapped around and locked, you can't really go anywhere.
Yeah, that's the whole new style. Like, if that's one of the go-to moves now, because you know how in 2020, 2021, the leg kicks, they started like. A lot of the fighters started going with that because that was like a whole new, we can win by kicking the leg. Ask Sean O'Malley. Cheeto Vera did it. Oh, well, his toe hit my nerve. Doesn't matter. He beat you with kicks to your legs. So it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if it hit your nerve. He did it. He beat you. Stop crying. I don't even count that loss. Well, you should because you lost. Anyway, but the thing is, the backpack is now, did you watch, who's that Japanese kid? Tatsuro Tatsuro.
Yeah,
that kid.
Yeah.
He's a backpacker. There's a whole new.
But
there's a whole new
CJ Vergara though.
Yeah, I know, but going into that, if you watch 3 of his previous fights, he's a backpacker, just like Aljo did to Piotr Jan. That's a whole. It's hard to defend a backpack if you got the body lock from the back. There's nothing the guy can do except for fight your arms and not get choked. And hopefully you have time left. Hopefully there's another round.
It's
but
like
anyway,
Mirab Duashvili.
I think what Davishvili's like. That's Aljo's best buddy.
Yeah,
it is. It's his best friend. Best friend in the world. But anyway, Piotr Jan, I think, had learned something from that Aljamain Sterling backpack loss. And I think he's going to get the thing with shorter guys. If they get on the inside, you can't punch them with your inner elbow. If they get right in your face on the inside, then the shorter guy has the advantage because he can throw those short, stocky body punches or wrestle, get you to the ground. And Piotr Jan, I think on the ground, despite Sean O'Malley supposedly has a black belt, haven't seen it. But I think Piotr Jan's going to outclass him on the feet by getting on the inside of his lengthy reach, because he's going to be forward pressure from Jan. It's not going to be a tippy-tappy. Sean O'Malley's going to point him from the outside and keep him at distance. I don't think that's going to happen. I think Jan's going to force the issue, come inside the body, and force the fight to the ground because he's going to be piecing them up with the inside tight phone booth punches. You know what I mean? When I say phone booth, they're like tight quarters. There's not like distance. So I think Jan's going to use phone booth punches, force that fight to the ground. Sean O'Malley is going to lose down there, probably ground and pound. That's just my take on this. I did
I'm
have a
gonna go
little.
decision. I'm gonna go decision. I was on O'Malley at first, but I just can't. The way that O'Malley looked against Munoz, he didn't really impress me. I wanted to see more out of O'Malley, and I think this is a little bit too much too soon for O'Malley. I feel like he should still get a little bit of more of a tune-up fight. This is him,
I agree.
he's fighting maybe the number one in the world. It
Right.
is the number one in the world, but
You got to
man,
give him credit for taking this fight, but he wanted somebody real. He's got him now. And you know what? That last fight that O'Malley was in, was it Pedro Munoz? Munoz won for round 1, by the way. Before that fight got stopped, he did. He outstruck him. He outfought him.
yeah,
I don't know if it was strikes, but he won round 1 in my eyes until
yeah.
that fight was for real.
I could see
So,
that. I could see that for sure in the judge's eyes.
yep. So I'm all over Piotr Jan. What's the line here? I know it's kind of a little too wide.
Piotr's like minus 300, I think.
I'm gonna pull it up on here. How's ONE FC? You got that in the background for you?
No, it just cut off and went to the main
did it?
event.
Okay. Yeah, Piotr Jan minus 276. That's a very wide line. I'll throw him in a favorites parlay, like a five fighter parlay of all
I like
favorites.
decision. I think O'Malley is durable enough. He's got past the leg kicks. I think he can survive until decision. And Jan is kind of a slow starter. So if he loses
He is.
that first
Jan
round, he'll
loses
come
almost
after.
every round 1. Like pretty much every round 1 that he's fought. Even when he like took out Uriah Faber and stuff, Uriah Faber beat him in round 1.
Yeah.
But thing is, minus the bookies also have it going to decision. It's minus 220 over 2.5 rounds. Minus 220. So I mean, it's kind of chalky.
It's a parlay piece.
What's that?
It's a parlay piece.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely a parlay piece. I just want to see something real quickly. I want to check out his Piotr Jan's victories here.
Jan's not one of my Jan is not one of my locks, but I do think he is gonna win easy.
He's got ever since let's see, since 2018, again he beat some dude Teruto Ishihara. That was his UFC debut actually. He beat him round 1. Ever since then, he won a unanimous decision. He beat Douglas Silva de Andrade 5 minutes of round 2 corner stoppage, meaning it was going to go to round 3, but the corner wouldn't let him back out. Okay. He beat John Dodson, unanimous decision. Jimmy Rivera, unanimous decision. Uriah Faber, head kick, round 3. That was a 3-round fight. So he was almost at the decision point there. Aldo, ground and pound, round 5. Round 5. So once again, I think he probably lost round 1 there too. Then the Aljo illegal knee. Corey Sandhagen, unanimous decision. Aljo, the last fight, we already spoke about that split decision. Yeah, I think you're right, Dev. This should go to decision by all, just by looking at past history. History repeats, and Jan will lose round 1. You got to just hope that he wins rounds 2 and 3. I think that's, if Sean O'Malley can squeak out, I don't know. This might be, now you're starting to get me a second think myself. If Sean O'Malley, if he can squeak out another round, he's going to win round 1. If he can win round 2, it might be closer than you think. 2 or 3, it might be,
My first pick was O'Malley via TKO. I thought O'Malley was, at first I was really high on O'Malley, but I don't know. I just thought about it.
But he is level, like you said earlier, though. He's probably the number 1 in he's number 1 at bantamweight. O'Malley's like number 11, I think. I think I think O'Malley should have had another test before jumping right up to a Jan level. Maybe O'Malley should have. You know who O'Malley should have went against is the Ricky Simone. Rick. I think that would have been a great
Or
fight. That would
even
have been.
Jack Shore. Jack Shore.
Oh, that would have been a killer fight, Jack
Yeah.
Shore. Everybody likes Jack Shore against Sean O'Malley. That
Yeah,
would have been a great fight. That would
yeah.
have been awesome.
Both of them, well, O'Malley's Irish and one's Welsh, so their next,
Yeah, but O'Malley's American Irish. I mean,
yeah.
he's O'Malley's he's too much pink for me. You know, I won a Dave. I have a Sean O'Malley shirt, a purple one that I won off Dave.
Is it XL?
It's the 2X. It's big. But you know what? If our t-shirt bet with Volkan Ozdemir and Nikita Krylov, if you win, I'm not gonna tell you I'm getting an O'Malley shirt for you, but I'm gonna get you if you happen to win, I'll get you a surprise. It's a surprise till you get it in the mail. That's how it goes.
Hey.
But me, you can get me. I don't care what you get me. You can get me but make sure it's 2X though. I don't even care if it comes from Walmart. Okay, when will fights start? They start my time, East Coast, like 10:30 a.m. But I don't know where you're from, Tanvir. Oh, there he is, the Sugar Show. Oh, with real hair, with the dark hair going.
Dude,
That's
that's like
awesome.
his first fight.
Oh, was it? You know, he used to look like Chase Hooper with the curly afro. You know what I mean? Got that. He used to have. I was like, I confused them. Okay. So who are you taking? Are you taking Sean O'Malley?
No, I gotta stick with Jan. Jan is tough. He's durable. He's a champion. I don't see O'Malley really finishing Jan, so I had to go with Jan. Jan via decision, I think, is the play, but it's not one of my locks. I do think that O'Malley has a chance here with his pace and his volume. I do feel like he could still a decision, but I had to go with Jan.
Yeah. See, this is just like what Ice Viking saying is just like Aljo Jan Part 1 with those sweep trips. He was doing them at will against Aljo. I don't know why he didn't do that the second fight. That confused me. I'm like, why don't you use the same game plan? I don't know why he didn't do that. Anyway,
it's a different
look,
fight.
Rich Franklin in a suit.
In
a suit and pink tie is great fit for this one champion. Oh, is he? Is he the Rich Franklin is the commentator for one championship? Is there any like big names fighting? Who's the main event for that?
John Lineker is fighting for a title.
Oh yeah, okay.
Main event.
Okay. He's an ex-UFC guy.
Yeah. Hands of stone.
Yeah, he's good, John Lineker. I like him. Anyway, we're both taking Jan. Let's move on to the Bantamweight Championship of the World. Aljamain Sterling versus TJ Dillashaw, Dillashaw. Mr. Juice, Mr. Give him steroids, he'll eat them. This is a very good fight. We got the villain, the bad guy. Nobody likes TJ Dillashaw. He's a bully in the gym, like training, and it shows. If you watch his Instagram, I felt so bad. He's got this real quick, like it's not even 10 seconds. He shows this like this. He takes down this guy. The guy gets up. He's all, of course, headgear, pads, and all that shit. Takes him. As soon as the guy stands up, he kicks his legs out. He kicks his legs out. It just falls right back to the ground. And that's a bully. That's a straight up gym bully. Doing that shit is just unnecessary, uncalled for. But hey, whatever turns your crank, TJ Dillashaw. But anyway, Aljo Funkmaster is the favorite here. He's minus 176 because, coming off 2 wins against Petr Yan, and he beat Corey Sandhagen by rear naked, choked him round 1. He beat Pedro Munhoz, unanimous decision. Beat Jimmy Rivera, unanimous decision. That's his last 5. He does have the height 4-inch height. Oh, we never looked at Jan and O'Malley, the face-offs. Let's do that before we
O'Malley
get it.
does have size.
Let's do that really quick. Welcome to Gamrat. Yeah, take Gamrat in that one right there. And here we go. Oh,
O'Malley does
Kyorion's
have
hype.
size.
He's hype.
O'Malley
He
has
is
the
hype.
reach. I mean, he's got the height, but he doesn't have the power, I don't think.
No, Jan is like he's his dad is Chinese or he's got one Russian parent and one China. I think because his last name's Jan, I would say his dad is Chinese and his mom's Russian. But it could be the other way around. Could be a Russian dad, Chinese mom. But anyway, he's of mixed Asian Russian. You could tell this is his eyes and shit.
I can see that.
Look at the yeah. Did you guys watch Media Day? I didn't watch Media Day. Did they? Would they have that today during the daytime, the media thing? Or no, it had to be yesterday during the daytime. Or yeah, it had to be yesterday when I was at work. I bet you. I didn't even watch any of the media. Was there like any like media shit? You know what I mean?
It's pretty good. Yeah, they had some good media going on. They had a press conference yesterday.
Yeah, would anybody like talk? Say anything substantial, talking shit.
Jan called him. He looked like a whore in the streets. And,
that's awesome.
And the guy goes, "Hey, any rebuttal, O'Malley?" And he goes, "No, that was a good one."
That's great. That is great.
Pretty much owned it.
But I mean, he does. O'Malley does has the height. And definitely height and reach, but I don't know. This is 135 pounds, so right, yeah. So this is, I mean, he's a fire. Jan is a fire plug. He's a little spark plug.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Yeah, he can get a finish for sure. My gut is telling me finish, but my heart is telling me decision. I'm sticking with decision.
Okay, let's finish watching this and let's see how TJ Dillashaw and Aljo Funkmaster. Aljo comes in. Look at the flex. Did you see that? These guys look
at Aljo.
Aljo. He is. I'm surprised Andrew Tate's not with him. Aljo has been hanging out with Top G in Abu Dhabi with both the Tate brothers. It's all over his Instagram. Living that life, loving it. Look at you can barely get the glimpse of the TJ winner titty, the Masto. See it? And everybody knows.
Acai. That's the Brazilian acai.
Yeah, Brazilian acai. That's what it is. That's But yeah, as I was saying, this fight here. We got Aljo. They have a lot of similar opponents. They both fought Corey Sandhagen. TJ Dillashaw got him by split decision, where Aljo choked him out. I think there was I could be. I guess I'm wrong, but Dillashaw, he's 4-1 his last 5. The only loss he has in his last 5 against Henry Cejudo, 32 seconds of round 1, got punches. But that fight, horrible weight cut, came in like milk toast. He came in just weak as shit, no energy. It was a bad weight cut. So yeah, he got knocked out in 30 seconds only because he should have never took the fight. He should have medically declined because the weight cut was so bad. But here we are. He beat Cody Garbrandt back-to-back twice. Knocked TKO round 1 punches, TKO round 2 punches, beat him both times. John Lineker beat him, unanimous decision. Who else? And most recently, Corey Sandhagen, split decision. So split decision,
that was a robbery,
says.
By the way.
Oh, was it? I don't recall.
Corey won that fight. Corey won that fight.
You know what? I think I had Corey as well. I think I put money on him, and I was upset. I think I agree with you, but I can't. My brain doesn't recall it.
It was bad. It was bad. You gotta watch it. He tore his knee in the first round, and he got dominated.
But anyway, TJ, he's a beast though. Three-time. Right? TJ, he hasn't had that belt 3 times, I do believe. TJ Mokaev, round 1, my biggest plays. That's a good one. Cow by sub. Yeah, Baralho is a good play. Okay. Jan, true champ. Aljo, fake champ. We will know after this event. It'll be very clear. Next fight will be Dillashaw versus John. Nick Alexander, I like that because you know what? In this fight, I'm taking TJ Dillashaw at plus 150. I already put the bet in. Plus money. I think Aljo, don't get me wrong, Aljamain Sterling is good, but I don't think he's going to backpack his way to a victory against TJ Dillashaw. TJ Dillashaw is a NCAA Division I wrestler. Aljo, I think community college wrestling, or D3, something like that. So Dillashaw, if you go to his Instagram, even though he's a gym bully, he's got back. He had to be maybe 7, 8 years old. He shows him
D1. TJ is D1.
Yeah, Division I. Somebody earlier, Dirty Reg. On my comments, you told me where he fought. Dirty Reg, not Dirty Reg. It was who was it? The Gerald Lynch. This guy, Gerald Lynch. You told me where TJ Dillashaw. You gave me a brief history on him, but he did.
Yeah, but Aljo's D3. Aljo's gonna submit his ass. The snake. He's gonna take his ass down. TJ
I don't think so.
He barely got by his last win. He's not getting by here. Aljo's a lot.
Aljo, I don't know. How'd he get his last split decision win against Petr Yan? Backpacking. He's not going to backpack TJ Dillashaw. I'll tell you that.
I think he had 2 10-8s in that.
If they stand up, Dillashaw is gonna piece him up. If they stand up and fight, if they go to the ground, it's going to be interesting. But Dillashaw, I think, has got a slightly better wrestling. To be honest with you, I do. He trains over Gracie Barra. Where's Aljo's training at in Long Island, right down 3 hours from me.
Gracie.
Weidman MMA. Best buddies with Merab Davishvili. That's interesting. That's an interesting one. But I'm taking good. We're taking different sides here. I got TJ Dillashaw at plus money. I love it. I'm taking him. I think it's a nice play for me too. I got it. BC Dave is having dinner with his parents, came to town, so he couldn't make it tonight. Roid Rage, Dillaroids, hey, whatever works, man. Everybody. There we go. Here we go. Dillashaw received a full ride scholarship to wrestle at Cal State Fullerton Titans. Thank you, Gerald Lynch. And he went to a Greco-Roman tournament and got first place or something, Gerald said. Gerald has a little thing on my comments.
Yeah, D1 compared to D3.
D1's better.
Way better ground game.
D1's better than D3, Dev. That's how it works. The bigger the number, the worse your D3 is like junior college.
I thought it was backwards.
Yeah, you got it backwards. D1 is Illinois, Michigan State, Penn State.
D1. I think Aljo's way better. He's gonna school this guy.
It's all good. Yeah. It's all good, Dev. And you know what? For real, look at Kamaru Usman. He was D3. So it really doesn't matter when it comes to that. I'm just saying. Look, who's that? Curtis Blades, D3. So it doesn't matter. For real. There's a lot of D3s that are good. It translates over in MMA very well with D3 wrestling. But Dillashaw.
Yeah, D3 is better. Let's go. Aljo, baby, the funk master.
Look. No,
and I know who you're gonna pick.
I take Aljo, but Dillaroid's cardio. Thank you. Dillashaw he's 3 years older than Aljo. He's 36. Aljo is 33. Let me bring this back up. Look at him.
He looks like a bag of bones. TJ looks like a bag of bones.
He is prime, ready for this. He is ready. That's determination. He's going to be a bully in the ring. He's going to be a bully in that cage. Look, he can't stop pace. He can't stop leg movement. See that? He's got those.
He's nervous.
No, he's hype. That's what he is. He's hype. They're both running their mouth.
Aljo's gonna dominate, bro.
No way. No way. I'll
Aljo's
t-shirt
the
bet you
real
at this
deal.
one too.
Aljo
I'd rather
just did that
t-shirt
to
bet you this
Jan.
one.
Jan would knock out TJ. Jan would fucking dust TJ.
Maybe, but Aljo's not gonna. I'm taking Dillashaw.
Look at Dana. Look
Killa,
at Dana.
Killa.
He's looking at the champ. Look at Dana.
Oh, that got debunked. Dana don't know.
He knows.
He thinks he does, but that we had that theory. Whoever Dana's looking at is gonna win. That was debunked like a couple times by some of my people in the chat. We went with me and BC Dave. We thought we were onto something. But that definitely got debunked, that theory. Interesting. All right.
All right, let's go to the next one.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go to the main event. We got Bronx, Charles Oliveira taking on Islam Makhachev. 22-1 loss, Islam Makhachev. Oh, this is going to be a good one. Okay, Bronx coming off a win, plenty of wins. I think he's on like 11-fight win streak or something crazy. But I'm going to just talk about his last 5 because that's what I've written down in front of me. Justin Gaethje, rear naked choke, round 1. Great win. Dustin Poirier, rear naked choke, round 3. That's a great win. Michael Chandler, ground and pound, round 2. That's a great win. Tony Ferguson, unanimous decision. That's a great win. Kevin Lee, guillotine, round 3. That's a great win. Shootbox Diego Lima brought the whole team with him to Abu Dhabi. So I saw Instagram pictures with him and like 20 guys, all with Shootbox Diego Lima t-shirts. 20 of them. I kid you not, like at least a dozen. 20 might be an exaggeration, but there was definitely a mob.
Is he trying to be like Nate Diaz?
He brought a whole army of Shootbox Diego Lima people with him. A whole army of them. You hit the, you know how the pictures on Instagram, you hit the thing and all these like different names come up. You couldn't even see any. There's so many names you couldn't make out which name goes to which person. You know what I'm talking about, Dev? Where the Instagram, you know what I mean. Yeah, I was like, there's a picture of mad people. I hit that thing. Bill, you can't even see, it blots out the screen with all just names. I'm like, holy shit, they got names on top of names on top of names. Anyway, Charles Oliveira comes in a 33-8 record. The 8 is not great. The 8 is not great. Islam Makhachev, you already know, he's already been doing the whole Eagles. He's with the Khabibs. Well, I mean, he's with the Nurmagomedovs, training with them. He's part of that Islamic forces, the part of the Muslim army over in Abu Dhabi that are already regulars there. They got that NAS gym. They already got their own gym. They got Hasbullah in the background, all playing his little games and shit. Like Islam Mamedov, Tajir Ulanbekov, their Nurmagomedov family. Islam has been getting in. Muslim, so no toxins in the body. Charles Oliveira, he's walking lions. He's taking lions for walks. And of course they're trained. They're some sheik probably said, "Hey, you like Bronx? You want my lion? Go take my lion for a walk." He's flaunting that shit. He's flaunting. He's in like some super expensive car, but in the background it shows a rentals. It says rentals or something. So he doesn't own the shit, but I think it was him. But anyway, he's living the best life in over there in his Instagram, Charles Oliveira. But he also is throwing training videos with, like I told you, Mob Deep brought all those Shootbox Diego Lima people, because Abu Dhabi, they love Brazilians for some reason. They love them. Brought all them. They're all training over there. This is a good, man. I've been back and forth on this fight, but I'm gonna go with the favorite. I think Islam Makhachev's gonna get it done. Coming off wins over Bobby Green, ground and pound, round 1. That's a good win. Dan Hooker, Camara, round 1. That's a good win. Thiago Moises, rear naked choke, round 4. That's a good win. Drew Dober, arm triangle, round 3. Good win. Davi Ramos, unanimous decision. 22 and only 1 loss. Who's that lost to? I'm going to look that up. Dev, go ahead, give your spiel while I'm looking it up. I want to find out who Makhachev lost to.
I couldn't agree more, man. This is the heir to the throne. I think it's round 1 submission. My first initial pick is submission. I'm going to lean with that, but I could see a TKO as well. Round 1, I think this is going to be a finish within like the first 2 rounds either way, man.
Or Makhachev?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Interesting.
Submission.
I think I have it going a little bit later, but no, but you know what? The bookies are on that too, because this is a 5-round fight. Yet they put the line at 2.5, like it was a 3-rounder.
Yeah, it's going to go under. There's going to be a finish. Charles Oliveira is calling for first round TKO for the first time ever. He's never really, said that before. I think he's emotional in this fight. I think he barely got through his last 3 fights. And I think we're going to see New, man. Islam is the heir to the throne. He's the truth. Once he gets on the ground, there's no getting up.
Huh. Yeah. I think I'm on the same page as you. I found out who he lost to. Back in 2015, he lost to a guy named Adriano Martins. Martins, also a Brazilian. Interesting enough.
Yeah.
Just want to point that out. But that was kind of like it was round 1 punches, 2015. So you can't really take that to, it was a long time ago. I think that Nora was 1. That's how long ago that was. My daughter was 1 years old when last time Islam Makhachev lost. But if you pull up Charles Oliveira, I bet you he's lost more recently. Let's pull his shit up.
Well, and if
Paul
you look
Felder,
at that,
2017, Paul Felder, ground and pound, round 2. And before that, he's got a chunk of red right here. He lost to Max Holloway, beat Miles Jury, lost to Anthony Pettis, lost to Ricardo Lamos, beat Will Brooks, and lost to Paul Felder. Those 4 losses were in 2015 was Max Holloway, 2017 was Paul Felder. That was a bad 2 years for him right there. Oh, and then you go further. Frankie Edgar took care of him. Cub Swanson, Cowboy, Donald Cerrone, Jim Miller, all these oldies taking them out. So, I know I respect Charles Oliveira. I like Duke Bronx, but I think you nailed it. His time has come now. He had his time in the spotlight, 33-8. And you know what? The Tapology pick, I think last time I checked, Oliveira was in the lead.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like in the popular Tapology. Let me pull it up.
All the fighters on shout outs to that one guy you just
James Lynch.
James Lynch. Yeah, the
picks.
pro MMA picks.
Yeah.
All the MMA fighters are picking Oliveira.
Yeah. 68% of the Tapology community is picking Oliveira, 32% Makhachev. But I will state also, Oliveira has right now, I think he's got the record of most finishes.
He does.
I don't know if it's in. I don't know if it's.
He's actually tied with Cowboy.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, with 14 submissions or something like that.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. But still, I think it's coming. Islam Makhachev is the new wave. He's the new. He new. Either one, whoever wins is going to be new because
right. Yeah, everybody's saying still, and it's like, well, he's not even a champion.
Right. That's a vacant title just because the Tapology picture shows him with the belt. It's vacant. Heavy on Charles parlays, straight bets. I'm a bit concerned with all the sharp Islam backers, but let's ride, champ. It has a name, and it is Islam Makhachev. Do Bronx flying knee KO. Do Bronx t-shirt bet. All right, Dave. I mean, all right. You got one coming in the mail too, by the way. It should be there. Halloween. It'll be there like October 31st, I think. British Columbia. It takes 2 months for Dave to get a t-shirt. The goat has a name. His name is Charles Oliveira. Okay, you guys are just like the Tapology crowd. Sedated lions and bears. Most anticipated fight of the year. I'm also hoping Glover gets strapped back before retiring. Yeah, Glover Teixeira. That's that Jury Petroska and Glover. That's part
December
2.
10th.
Man, I had Teixeira the first, and he came in. He was an underdog plus money.
He was
Islam
about to win.
chinned round 1 in debut. Oh yeah, Adriano Martins. That was his UFC debut. You're correct. That was 2015 though. Like I said, my daughter was 1. Nick
7
Alexander
years
actually.
ago.
Yeah. Nick Alexander sprinkled Charles by knee 25 plus 2,500. Where do you get by knee? That's a crazy prop bet.
Huh.
I don't
That's
know. That's a weird book you're using. Nice, Viking. Islam sleeping on Charles' multi-dimensional striking onslaught. Islam shoots, Charles jumps with a fight any knee. I don't. It's gonna be interesting. This is gonna be a good card. I can't wait. Oldies. That was 12 years ago, Ranj. Oh. the oldies. Yeah, like Jim Miller and all them. Yeah, I know. But still, loss is a loss is a loss. Doesn't matter. How many Islam Makshev's got 1.
12
Adriano
years ago.
Martins 1. Oliveira's got 8. You can find 8 people it's already beat him up. And half those people are done retired. Who's the guy in the desert suit? The Sheikh Alibaba guy? I have no idea. He probably owns that HMK that Islam Makhachev on Tapology has a.
Actually it looks like Jared Lynch here.
It is not James Lynch. That's hilarious. That is not James Lynch. But he looks like he shouldn't be wearing the Sheik outfit though. The guy doesn't he? Doesn't look.
No, he looks
Arabic.
American.
Yeah, he does. He looks just like it's not. Doesn't look Arabic. That's for sure.
You see all of them wearing that. Aljo wearing it. O'Malley.
Look at Buffer with his camera phone out. Look at Buffer.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. He didn't take his phone out for any of the other fights, but look at this one. Oh, there's some determination in Du Bronx. But you know what? He's always good at face-offs. Du Bronx is always good at the face-offs.
No, hey, play it through. Islam is
let me kick it back from the beginning.
Islam is ice cold, and Charles is breathing, and he's like, looks nervous. He's moving.
Yeah.
He's like all breathing all hard.
My pick for this fight is Islam Makhachev because he is ice cold. Like, who's? I'm sorry. There's that one kid, that Capper. Every time he comments on every single stream, he says my pick for this fight is so and so because he was ice cold in the face-offs, just like the Iceman. He says that every time about every fight. I don't know if you're familiar with what I'm talking about, but you guys, what's his name? Bigfoot, Illinois Bigfoot. That's his name, Illinois Bigfoot. Every single time, and that just reminded me of it when you're like, he's ice cold. I mean, just like the Iceman.
I disagree with Bout Better. Bout Better said there's more pressure on Islam. I think there's more pressure on Oliveira. Oliveira keeps saying that he's the champion. He's the champion. And he's got all this team around him. I think it's just, he's just trying too hard. He's gonna lose.
Hollerhead doesn't go out of the country. The Hollerhead girl. Just saying. Buffer replaced her. Maybe. She was in the last one. Last week I was gonna do a live stream, but I had bubble guts. I drank too much at lunch, and I was just I couldn't do it. But Hollerhead girl was on it, and she didn't have a Hollerhead shirt either. But I remember, yeah. Anyway, she doesn't leave the country. She does like fight nights and Vegas shit. Charles not nervous. No. Big, you got it. Big Illinois Bigfoot. Thank you, Noah. Oh, I'm taking Islam Makhachev in this fight because he's stone cold as ice, just like the Iceman in the face-offs. More pressure for Islam. Maybe the Islamic Nation, but no, because there's a lot of Islamic fighters on this card. It's in Abu Dhabi though. Go figure, But there's
In his backyard, in his home,
yeah,
the crowd's for him.
exactly. He's already been there. About better knows Illinois Bigfoot. That's how he's known. He's got that. That's his catchphrase. Yeah, that's it. They face off. They Iceman. Oh, right here, my Iceman pick for this fight. That's why I'm actually because the stairs ice cold and face off. Thank you, Nick Alexander. You nailed it, just like Illinois Bigfoot. Great. His stare is cold as ice. I love that. And you were right. And that's why Islam's. I'm glad we're on the same side in this. I thought you were going to probably take Oliveira because he's the underdog.
Yeah, I thought you were going to take him because most people are. His fucking cell is on him.
Is Sal taking him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing that. 'Cause I listened to you guys when I was on my drive home from work. And I was doodling down like your picks for the ones I featured you in.
Yeah.
Yep. That's funny.
Next week we're like on half card.
You're what?
Me and him were like opposite picks of half the card next week.
Oh, really? That's a shocker. Usually you guys
I know, yeah.
kind of line right up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for real. I agree. Yeah, this
Islam by finish is plus money. That's a good bet because I think he is gonna. I think he's got 5 rounds in there. I think he's gonna get it done. I think he's gonna finish Dubronx. I really do.
Round 1.
I don't know about round 1, but I do think I'm gonna. Let's see. Let me open it up. Okay, Islam right now is minus 202 on the money line. Then you open it up. This is on Bet Online. Okay. Islam round 1 plus 400. Islam round 2 plus 600. The deeper you go, the bigger it gets. Round 5 is 40 plus 1400, but I don't think it's going to last that long. Islam by points 440. Islam by TKO plus 350. By submission plus 210. Charles, of course, everything else is bigger. Charles by submission is lowest that's the most probable for him to win, plus 325. Charles by TKO plus 400. Charles by points plus 1200. That's not going to happen. I do not. The bookies know this isn't going to go the distance either. I just want to see what goes. The fight goes the distance. Yes is plus 400. Plus 4 times your money if you think this is going to go to a decision. That's what Bet Online will pay you. Just they don't need whoever, doesn't matter who wins. If it goes all 5 rounds, you get 4 times your money. But it's not gonna. As I promise you that. That would be a bad bet on your case. Okay. Islam via finish has not been plus money for years. I'm not shocked with that. Don't be shocked when Dubronx shocks the MMA world once again. I will be shocked, Nick Alexander. I will be shocked because I don't expect that to happen. If this fight somehow goes the distance, the bookies are having a huge parlay. I'm holding you to the t-shirt. I'm writing it down right now. I got one with Dev on Volkan Ozdemir versus Krylov. I'm gonna win 2 t-shirts, guys, tomorrow. Tomorrow, give me double X. You know, I'm a big boy here. T-shirt bet with Dave. T-shirt bet, Dave. Yep.
Ranj, thanks for the show, man. I can't wait for tomorrow.
Dev, you're not done. We have to make a 3-leg parlay. You're not done. Don't
smash
take
that
me
like
yet.
button if you're in here.
What?
Telling people to smash that like button.
Oh, absolutely. And check out Dev the Dude. Check his channel and Sell the Red. What's his SM show? The SM show and Dev the Dude. Check them out. definitely subscribe to them. Dev is creeping up on that 1,000, right? You're past the halfway point, I think, aren't you?
Almost there, almost to the halfway.
Yeah. So guys, definitely go over there and check them out. Let's see. Dave knows. Yeah. All right, Nick. Pushing that Duke Bronx. Finish line is now -110. Payday, not parlay. Good work, guys. We're not done about better. Tell me that in a little bit. We still got to make our 3-leg parlay. Okay. Hey Noah, do you know what happened to Sense 5-leg parlay so I can tail? Don't know. Good time with the recap. About better. All right. Anyway, let's make our 3-leg parlay. We want this kind of valued, but not. We don't want anything too. We want to win. We want it confident, but we don't want it chalky. You know what I mean? We don't want to pick the. I'm not gonna put Muhammad Mokayev.
Manon.
He's gonna obviously win, but
Manon.
Who's that?
Manon.
Manon Farrell -217.
Gotta start with her.
No, we can. How about we start with Cal Barelho -200? That's better odds. Right. So Cal Barelho. I'm gonna pull up Bet Online. I'm gonna bet this as we're talking it, so I can see what I'm getting for. Okay. Cal Barelho it moved a little bit -205.
Dude, it's probably gonna move before the fight.
Sean Brady's only a -143. That's money. That's money, Sean Brady.
I was thinking Brady.
Okay, put him in. He's one of your locks, right? Well, you got 9 of them. So I mean, chances are, I'll bet that he's one of them. So Sean Brady, Cal Barelho. Who else we got here? Hold on. How about Armin Petrosian's better odds than Manon? Really? I'm just nervous about the Haya. I'm nervous that it goes a decision that Chukagian might be able to get that fucking nod. And it's a girl fight. I don't like girl fights.
You know that the person. I think it's leaning. When people miss weight, they usually lose fights.
You're right. I saw a tweet or something. Somebody said 1-7. The last 8 fights that people lost. Was it who put that up there? I forgot.
Yeah, I just watched it last night. I don't know who it was. It was on YouTube.
Oh, it was in Instagram in our chat, in the Capper chat, right? I saw it there. Okay. In our Capper chat, somebody said like last 8 fights that the people missed weight, the record's 1-7. Yeah, I feel.
I mean, look at CJ Vergara. Last week he got finished in the 2nd round. Easy.
I know. But this, I just don't like putting girl fights into the 3-leg parlay. I don't trust girl fights. Let me look through the things. Look, Rosa, Mokayev, Jan, Cal.
Not Bilal.
Cal fight will be close. It might be, but I got Barelho. I think he's gonna outclass Makhmed Muradov. Makhmed got GM3 rear naked choked him. I mean, but you know the whole Big Money Productions boxing though, that does sit in the back of my mind too.
TMT.
Man, see, what is it called?
The Money Team.
Money Team. That's what it is. The Money Team. Big Money Productions. This is that damn Bush apple. Bush is like a low grade beer, but it's the season. Gamrot, a lock. We did speak a lot about Gamrot. What's his odds?
He's there.
Let me see Gamrot's.
You gotta get a beer.
All right. Gamrot -220. See, even that's even with Manon Farrell. Manon Farrell is -220, so is Gamrot. I like Gamrot better. I like that pick better than Manon Farrell. The girl fight, just throwing me off. So I don't know. Let's see. I'm gonna write that down. -220 on Gamrot. Welcome to Gamrat. Ranj, listen to the man. He's trying to tell you right. Oh. There we go. Just like Nick Alexander says, I don't trust chick fights in parlays. Neither do I. That's why I can't put Manfro in. But Dev does make a point with the whole miss. Caitlin Kagan's the only motherfucker to miss weight.
Yeah.
And people that miss weight don't win.
And Manon doesn't look like a chick.
And and especially if it goes to decision, they don't win because the judges don't like that you missed weight either. They for real, they count that. That's like a count. They count that against you.
Yeah.
The judges
right.
in their head already.
Yeah, you're right. I was at Yoel. I was second row, Yoel versus Robert Whitaker, and Robert Whitaker 2, and everyone says Yoel won that fight, that second one, but he missed weight both times.
Dave saying Krylov, Brady, Jan. Dave, our
t-shirt risky, man.
Our t-shirt bet is between Krylov and Ozdemir. I'm taking Krylov, but Dev here is taking Vulcan Ozdemir.
No time, baby, no time.
No time. I have no time for Ozdemir bullshit either. Plus 240 for that triple parlay. Okay, good for you, bud. Send me the link for the contest, BC Dave. Yeah, you didn't even start the contest yet. I didn't get an invite. And you better hurry. These fights start in 12 hours. Shit you not. 12 hours from right now.
Yeah, about that, yeah.
Yeah, 12 hours from right now. So I'd like to get at least 6 hours of sleep. So we're gonna wrap this up soon. BC Dave, I like that bet.
And go to bed.
Number 926. That's the group. I know you've had like 6 of those Coronas. You got to be starting to feel a little. They're depressants, buddy. I'm on number 4 of these. So, and I've been slacking. I've been a bit slack on Tapology. I've been a bit slack on these Bush apples.
Hey, these go down easy. I don't know if you guys drink Corona, but these go down easy.
Yeah, Corona's that top five favorite beers. Corona, always easy go-to at the bar. Give me Corona. We want lime. We want fruit in that. I'll take a lime. Fuck it. Tapology Group 926 Pick'em. That's if you win that. If you win the Tapology 926 Pick'em group, you get a T-shirt. Dave sends it to you.
I was number 2 like 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, something like that.
Yeah, I remember when we first started the group, you went back-to-back victory, back-to-back wins.
I think I did win it once. Yeah.
Chuk is weak to the body. How Andrade KO'd her. Yes, correct. I don't get me wrong. I think Benfero will win. I just don't feel comfortable put her in my official 3-leg parlay because it's a girl fight. Dave, thanks for the
I'm all right with it. She's in my parlay.
Yeah, I'm going to put her in a parlay, but I'm saying the one for the show, I don't like putting chicks in there if I can help it. That's kind of a rule.
Who do we got? We got 2 right now.
We got Burrell. Oh, let me pull it back up. Gamrot, Burrell, Sean Brady. Let's do it. You want to do that?
Should we add Jan in there too?
Oh man, to make it a 4-legger. I'm not opposed to that. I suppose, why not? I am confident. Jan's minus 276. First, this is the official, and then I'll make another one with a couple I'll make it like a 5-legger for round robins. Okay. But here's our official right here. I'm gonna see what this we have Sean Brady, Benil or Matus Gamrot, and Cal Barelho. So that pays. Let me put the bet in. Plus 267. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now let's get deep. We're gonna keep those selections. We're gonna keep Gamrot, Brady, Barelho, and we're gonna add your girl Farrell, Manon Farrell. We're gonna add Armin Petrosian. We both like him, right?
There we go.
We're gonna add Piotr Jan, and we're gonna finally add minus 203 Islam Makhachev. Those are pretty much all our
Let's go.
same. What 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not gonna put Muhammad Mokaev in it. He's gonna bring the shit down. He's minus 1300.
If you throw his sub prop in there,
I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna. I'm not gonna. That'll mess with the whole thing. And I'm staying away from Lena Landsberg, Carol Hossa, because that is a lower level. I'm not that confident in Carol Hossa. Lena Landsberg might be able to do so. I can't. I can't do it. Minus 350. I can't. I just got to keep
Rosa
that out
looked
there.
horrible her last fight.
But she should win. So we got a 7-team parlay, me and Dev, right now. And this is so plus 1,530.
Oh yeah.
So
like
your
that.
9-team parlay for $60, that's gotta be that. You're gonna make $1,000, a couple $1,000, I think.
Let's go. Let's go.
I hope you, for real. I hope you win that, Dev.
I got Aldo in that though.
I hope you win that. But this one, I'm gonna place this bet, and then I'm gonna make a round robin. Actually, maybe I should make a round robin with these 7 fights because I'm very confident with all of them. Listen, Gamrot, I'm confident. Brady, confident. Barelho, confident. Farrell, confident. Armin Petrosian, confident. Piotr Jan, confident. And Makhachev. Makhachev, I'm not as confident. He's the least confident of those fights. I'm just going to do the parlay right now. I'm going to make a round robin probably tomorrow
what does that
morning.
pay out? Like $25.
What's that?
What does that pay out? Like a half a unit?
It pays out if you put $100 on it, it'll pay out 1,350. I only put 20 on it, and it's gonna pay out like 300 something. I gotta switch back to the bet.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's go. I hope you hit that, bro.
Now I gotta re-sign in. But anyway, yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. Let me see, catch up with the chat. Manon is the base of my gumbo this week.
Yeah.
I love me some gumbo. Noah said Chook knows how to win fights with her mouth in more ways than one. Hey, Fight Valley. One of the best movies of 2015. I urge all you guys. I think you might be able to still rent it in Blockbuster.
On the red box.
I know you. I don't think the red box has it.
Yeah.
Fight Valley though, check it out. It was on Hi-Ya on the Roku TV. Coincidentally, the channel is called Hi-Ya. Everything, yeah. Caitlin Chukagian, awesome. Anyway, oh, here we go. Here we go. A little bit of copyright infringement. Put the phone down, Dev.
It's a one championship.
I know. Oh yeah. Now that you say it, it won't be copyrighted. One championship, guys. If you say it, then it was not copyrighted, right? No, it doesn't work like that. Didn't do weekly, just join group. There you go. Good enough. I'm already in the group. I already made my picks. I'm confident this week. I think I'm gonna perfect card. There's the ones I'm nervous about. I'll tell you right now. I'm nervous about Abu Bakar versus Ghazi because I'm taking Ghazi. I'm a little nervous about that one. And otherwise, I feel good. Yeah.
We're only split like 3 picks. Something like that.
The Ozdemir Krylov. I'm nervous about that too because you do make a good argument. Volkan Ozdemir he's not like a walk in the park chump. I think he's game. He might upset. So that's why, Like Krylov, I'm putting him in minimal parlays. Minimal.
You
But I
see,
do have,
Dave,
I'm
we
going to
got
win a
the
t-shirt
group
off
going.
you.
Let's go. We ready, baby. We ready.
Oh,
Look, we
yeah.
ready.
Yeah.
We ready. We all in. We all in, baby.
Look, there's Sell right there. Sell the Red. Handsome fella. I think Dave is saying he's stopping the invite game, just join the group. Pretty much. Yep. I like Corona. Good summer beer. Good all year beer. Corona.
I got the fight going
Bush
too, baby.
apple,
You know
gross.
what it is.
About better. Sometimes you got to just support it's an apple season locally. When I was at my local convenience store getting beer for tonight, I was like, I'm gonna try these. I'm starting to like them. The first one was not that great, but number 4 is good.
I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't look that bad. I'd give it a try.
Really, the first one was tough to swallow, but after that you start getting it. Death, taxes, and choke by decision. Johnny K, what's up, buddy? You just get done with your stream. I know you guys had like two of them tonight. Cody said he had back-to-back streams tonight. What's up, gentlemen? Yep, welcome, buddy. I know the sip. Hey, if you guys want to critique on very fancy beer and cigars, go to Bout Better's Sip and Smoke show. Sip and Smoke, Bout Better. He gets fancy cigars and he gets like a micro brew small batch beer. Talks about the art on it, on the can. It's just decent. Me and Deb go on there sometimes in the chat.
Oh yeah.
I made a plus 262 parlay tonight. Problem is I'm too cheap to make good money on it. That's right, man. Just throw a scratch out. You can throw a $10 and that'll make you 26. Double your money, And the bigger the bigger the scratch off, the bigger the parlay, the bigger the reward. Like that 7 fight, if I put $10 on, I put 20 on it. $10 would have won me 156. 7 fight confident picks. A lot of them fights sketchy, look good. I probably picked all them guys with you. Yeah, I mean, like me and Dev, we're on the same page with all but
Dirty Red.
All but 2, right? 3. All but 3. 3 fights were different. You like the shitty Nurmagomedov. The worst one. They should make him change his name. That's how bad he is. You like him, you like Oatsmere, and you like Aljo. I'm taking the Snake, Dillashaw. I'm taking Gadzi and Krylov. Those are the 3 that we differ on. All the rest, put them in a parlay, cash out, lock it, boys.
7
Crazy kickboxing fight on one right now. Is there, Dev?
Yeah, right now, dude.
Yeah, that's
got over.
Oh, did it? Look at that beast.
This is a decision fight. It was just a finish. We just saw a couple finishes. They have kickboxing and MMA as well.
Oh, this was a straight real kickboxing, or was it MMA?
Yeah, stand up, all stand up.
Oh, really?
It was a great fight.
Awesome.
And then John Lineker is fighting in the main event with a title bout.
All right, let me find I gotta sign back into the Bet Online. I'm gonna post our 3-leg, our 3-legger. Then I'll post the 7-legger too, just for you guys, since I'm not gonna post the wagers because I don't want to show my bankroll on how much I got, but I will show the odds.
Yeah. Are you going to post that on your Instagram? Post that.
I'm going to post it right here. I'm going to copy and paste it.
Well, post the bet on Instagram so I can repost it.
Oh, I get you. Yeah, I'll do that through my phone. It's so much easier than using my old ass laptop.
Do it.
All right. I'll do that.
I can post it on my story. Everybody can see it.
All right. Thing is, the Instagram post, like I'll screenshot it and then I got to shrink it down, and sometimes it doesn't fit right.
Hey, look, you got a heavy hitter. You got the owner.
Look, there's Rich Franklin with the pink tie.
Rich.
Franklin, remember those days? Still looks the same though. Still looks the same. Rich Franklin.
He's a good dude. He's a good dude.
Yep. All right, let me see where are they? I gotta find my placed bets.
Hey, Ranj, we'll be live Saturday, guys. If you're in here, we'll be live Saturday night over on Cell's page. If you can't watch the fights or if you want to hang out, we'll be placing bets all night. Come, capper, watch.
Okay, share Instagram feed. Shrink it down.
Ranj, you want to come live with us tomorrow?
I don't know, cause I don't. You know what? If I'm gonna stream it, illegal stream, I'm gonna be 30 seconds behind you guys, and it sucks.
We'll match you.
You'll be going, oh, and what happened? 30 seconds later, I'll find out.
We'll match you. We'll match the. We'll make sure we're on the same pace.
All right, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna post this to Instagram, but it doesn't have the plus amount. Let me see. I'm gonna post it on here as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Plus money. This is the 3-legger. It was.
Yeah. Play both of them.
I will, but you know what's going to happen? The 7-legger, the whole thing won't. I can't post the entire all 7 of them. It's going to cut it off on Instagram. Yeah. Cuts off the page. You know what I mean?
Can you take two screenshots?
I don't know how. I'm not that good with it to do that. But anyway, here's the. Okay, plus money. This one here, the 3-legger, is plus 267. Check. That was and interim funny MMA shows Hezbollah in the Nirvana record cover. That's hilarious. You see it? That's fucking hilarious. Okay. Now I got these up. This is the 7-legger. I'm gonna post on here. It's gonna take me a minute to clean it up though, because there's 7 fights and I gotta get rid of the whole martial arts 4 game, all that shit. Clean it up. Copy. StreamYard. Paste. All right, clean this up. Everywhere it says 4 game, martial arts.
All right, guys. I think the main event's coming up here soon.
And who's in it again? I'm sorry.
It's John Lineker.
Oh yeah. Who beat him?
Well, he's gonna be the champion.
Oh, you know who beat him? TJ Dillashaw. That's right. That's right. TJ Dillashaw made work with John Lineker.
I think Lineker would knock out TJ now.
Oh shit.
There we go.
No, see, it's all cut up. How do I remove that? See, see what I'm saying is I was going to clean it all up.
Here, just paste it on the comment and then go edit it. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Put it in the comment first, before you post it and edit those numbers.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. I hit the wrong button. Okay. Here we go. My bad. I'm gonna redo this. Nice. So disregard the other previous post. I'm gonna clean this one up. Nice. It's just too much garbage in here. I wish they you know who does DraftKings? They have a nice neat one. If I did the bet on there, it would have been already nice and neat.
Hell yeah. Man,
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. 7. Now I'll clean. Now it's clean. So 7 leg parlay plus bet online 1,530 plus 1,530.
I like that number. I like that number a lot.
There we go. There it is. All of them. Matus Gamrot, Brady, Barelho, Thoreau, Petrosian, Jan, Makachev. There you guys go.
Hey, no, put that back up real quick.
Okay.
Put that back up real quick.
Yeah, right here. Here you go.
I bet.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's
awesome.
right.
All right. Well, these fights start in 11 hours, so everybody that stayed tuned in with us then and now, I appreciate it. Dev, you're always welcome on the show. I'm glad you came and filled in for BC Dave tonight, but you're always, even if he's on, you're always welcome, man. You're always welcome. Cheers to you. I'll consider coming on to your tomorrow, watching this shit live, but I might even buy it. How much is it? $80? How much is the pay-per-view nowadays?
It's $75.
Yeah, I might have to splurge on it. Spend my cocaine money on it. Unreal. Let's see, cocaine, UFC. Can I do both? No, one or the other, buddy. I'm just playing. I'm just jokes, guys. Just jokes. I'll do Gamrot, Cow, Petrosian parlay with you guys. Yeah, well, I put that on. That's the one I put on Instagram. 2 plus 262 or some shit like that. See you on this side. Good luck, everybody. Oh, thank you, Nick Alexander. That be still's my heart. I love to hear that. Thank you. The most degenerate parlay I've ever seen, in a good way. It sure is. It is a degen parlay, but look at that plus number. And Dev's got a $60 bet on a 9-fight parlay. I hope he wins. Even if you're going against me on some of those picks, I hope you win it just cause. But I like this one. I'm gonna put $20 on this one. I'm gonna make a round robin out of it, matter of fact. Okay, Nick, keep her out of your mouth. Stop posting that shit. Glad my wife doesn't watch this shit. But all right, guys. Good night. Thanks for staying tuned, and good luck tomorrow morning. Get up bright and early. Set your alarm clock because this shit's coming on early. Good luck. Enjoy it, and I'll see you guys next week.
Let's go.
Later.